round 2 of the 2026 NBA Draft. What's going on, Dub Nation? What's going on, Green Teamers? You're watching Warriors Today and Celtics Today by Chat Sports. We are presented by Prize Picks, and we're here for live draft coverage for day 2 of the NBA Draft. I'm not going to lie to you guys. For the real ones who are here in the first few seconds of today's stream, what are we doing making the NBA Draft 2 days? It is completely irrelevant. We are watching ESPN right now where the draft will be broadcasted. And the hour prior, there's no build-up. It's all Sports Center. They're talking about Brendan Sorsby, for God's sakes. I mean, the second round of the NBA Draft is a place where you could absolutely find gems. I mean, Nikola Jokic, Jalen Brunson, and champions and MVPs. But at the end of the day, more often than not, you're not going to find a real diamond in the rough in round 2 of the NBA Draft. It's not like the NFL Draft. It feels like they kind of did this for Bronny a few years ago, and now we're past that point, and it doesn't need to be 2 days. But we're here, and there's a great excuse to go live with all of the real ones here at Warriors Today and Celtics Today. I'm going to be joined by my producer, Parker Smith, very, very soon. But as you guys file in, shout out your city for me down in the live chats wherever you are watching from, whatever channel you are watching on, as we're bringing you guys day 2 coverage of the NBA Draft. A couple of names that are left after round 1: Isaiah Evans, Malik Thomas, Trayvon Brazile. So a couple of still, high-profile Power 5 names that were really effective at the college level, and I think could be good pros, fell out of round 1. But I'll be honest, a lot of it was very chalky yesterday. Didn't see a lot of surprises in round 1 of the NBA Draft, aside from maybe Mo Johnson in the top 10. And how big of a surprise really was that when you consider Dusty May becoming the new head coach of the Dallas Mavericks? Maybe you could have argued that one of the other Michigan players should have went prior, but at the end of the day, it doesn't feel like we were too shocked by anything that went down through the first 30 picks. Maybe the Knicks trading 3-4 times, but that's something that they do routinely. It was just the way they went about it was pretty odd. But the first round of the NBA Draft just didn't pack a lot of punch for as talented of a draft class as I believe we had. So maybe that's good. Maybe it's just all business, and these guys are going to be hoopers and change the league. So we will see. But we got 30 more picks to go through here. The Celtics have pick 40, and the Warriors have pick 54. So can't wait to discuss the new additions to either one of those two teams. Hopefully they get the Jalen Brunson or the Nikola Jokic picks that have been made over the last decade or so. We will find out. But if you are hyped to maybe see who that may be, like the video. If you're hyped for round 2 of the NBA Draft, hit that thumbs up icon. So we bring in my guy Parker for today's stream. Celtics fans, Warriors fans, give him a warm welcome here, as he's been a real one, doing a great job on the 1s and 2s so far. Park, what's going on?
What's going on, Warriors and C's fans? In the building for round 2.
Let's
Alicia Wade in the building. What's going on, Ty Man the Buckeye? Over there on C's. What's up with Ryden? What's up with Ty Man on Warriors as well? He's bouncing back and forth. He's a Chat Sports real one. We got Jordan in the chat. We got Justin in the chat. Let's go.
Let's get it.
I think both teams made great moves yesterday. Warriors started off super strong with Yaxel Lendeborg out of Michigan. That's a can't-miss prospect right there, especially with their window right now. That is a home run. And then the C's getting a high upside, stretch big, and Chris Cenac. Super exciting there. So, both these teams knocked it out of the park in round 1, and let's see if they can do the same thing here tonight.
I mean, look, Warriors fans seem pretty ecstatic about the Yaxel pick. Celtics fans all in unison, believing that Chris Cenac could work out long-term in Boston. So I think we all went home relatively happy yesterday. I mean, on the Warriors side of things, you maybe want a Kawhi Leonard as, swinging the 11th pick for a Kawhi Leonard, or maybe even a Trey Murphy, but they end up going with a guy who can, contribute immediately. That's what they've wanted this entire pre-draft process, and it came out that it came down to between Brayden Burries and Yaxel Lendeborg, whoever's going to fall to them. That was the reporting we did here on Golden State Warriors Today, with no real intel on the situation. It just made the most logical sense for them to go after those 2 really high-floor players. But what also came out is the Warriors had Cam Boozer number 1 on their big board, and then Yaxel Lendeborg number 2. So interesting. I'm not sure how truthful that is to the 100th degree, but I'm glad the Warriors got a guy that was really high up on their board.
I mean, you never really know exactly how truthful they're being, especially after they already draft the guy. It's
and
hard
they're
to
playing
know.
crowd control after Lacob and Dunleavy are going at it in the war room. It was ridiculous last night.
I mean, That was unbelievable. I mean, what are we doing?
What are we doing? Got Kirk standing behind him, just waiting on Daddy's approval. Like, it's just ridiculous. And then the Celtics side of things, you miss out on Giannis the night prior, and it's unfortunate because a lot of people wanted to swing that way after the toothpaste was kind of already out of the tube. Jaylen Brown being offered out there by Brad Stevens, but not much else beyond two first-round picks being offered thereafter, including the 27th overall pick last night. So when you really think about that, like, hopefully Chris Cenac turns into an excellent long-term asset, but at the end of the day, the 27th pick didn't really feel like that big of a needle mover in a Giannis trade to begin with. So when you think about that, it's really only Jaylen Brown and another first. They wanted a lot more. They wanted Hugo Gonzalez, Baylor Shireman, another first, another swap, some combination of those things. So they didn't end up succumbing to the Bucks' wishes, and they have Jaylen Brown for now. But all the language that we've heard in the immediate aftermath from Brad Stevens, from media, it feels like Jaylen Brown's days are numbered in Boston, and we will see what type of package that Brad goes out there and finds for him. But I'm not too optimistic because that was a thing I said as well on my show, that the clearest and only path to the Celtics roster getting better was trading Jaylen Brown for Giannis. And that's not the case anymore. So got faith in Brad Stevens still, but he certainly fumbled a little bit inside the red zone here with the Giannis trade going to Miami. We'll talk more about the Celtics and the Warriors in just a second. First, a word from our friends and our sponsors over at Prize Picks. Today's live stream is sponsored by Prize Picks, America's #1 app for sports picks, where you just pick more or less on a few player stats, lock in your lineup, and you can win real money while watching your favorite sports. With the World Cup going on right now, there's no better time to get started on Prize Picks. I've been having a ton of fun playing it, picking more or less on stats like passes attempted, goals allowed, goalie saves, goals plus assists for different players, and even clearances, crosses, and cards. Look, you can mix and match all different sports on Prize Picks with MMA, golf, baseball, WNBA, whatever else is on the sports calendar. You can put them all in the same lineup if you wanted to. I've been playing Prize Picks for years now, long as they even sponsored us here at Chat Sports, and they're always adding new features, like the brand new Social Feeds feature, where you can share Prize Picks with your friends and copy lineups with a single click. You can even follow me on the app, at Tyler J. Smith, to see some of my lineups, including this one for tonight's sports action, where I got Vinicius Jr., the Brazilian beast, to have more than half a goal. That's a demon pick. So it's a red guy next to it, which increases my payout, but it's a tougher square to hit. And then we got Caitlin Clark, more than points, and Angel Reese, more than rebounds. You can take my picks or fade them. Just do it at Prize Picks. Download the app today, use the code HMA, and you're getting $50 in lineups instantly after your first $5 lineup. That's code HMA. You play your first $5 lineup, and you're getting $50 in Prize Picks lineups instantly. So download the app, click the link that's in the live stream chat and the description of today's streams to get started with Prize Picks now. Thank you to them for sponsoring today's show. Those links are in the chat right now. Shout out to Prize Picks. So the 2026 NBA Draft, round one went as follows. Again, really chalky, especially in the top four. This has been the presumptive thought through the whole cycle. AJ Dybantsa goes number 1 to Washington, followed by Darryn Peterson to the Jazz at 2. Cam Boozer 3 to Memphis. And look, man, I would have went a little bit differently if I was the GM of all four of these teams at once. If I was doing my own 2K fantasy draft manually, I would go with maybe a Darryn Peterson at 1 to Washington, then followed by Dybantsa at 2 in Utah, where he wanted to be this whole time. Then I would have went with Caleb Wilson at 3 to the Grizzlies, just because I think he would have thrived in Memphis. It just feels like a Grizzly guy. And then Cam Boozer would have been just totally, accepted with wide open arms in Chicago. But look, that it went the way that every insider and all the talk had been throughout the pre-draft process. Wilson at 4 to Chicago. I think he's still going to be very good there. I think all the players are in good spots. I just didn't think they were in the perfect spots after the first 4 picks. Then to 5, we go to Keaton Wagler here. And the Clippers had kind of been entertaining some trade talks for this pick, but they end up going with Wagler out of Illinois. Good movement shooter, good decision maker with the basketball, getting better as a driver and decision maker once he gets inside the three-point arc too. So he's going to fit very well alongside of Garland, alongside of Kawhi, moving the basketball and hitting shots. He can shoot from 35 feet out. Mikel Brown Jr., look, one of the tightest handles, one of the best finishers at the rim in the class. More of a two-guard, really kind of plays off of the ball for the most part, and then we'll drive a good bit too. But not really an initiator, really high volume scorer, and wasn't super efficient at Louisville last year either. So he goes to Brooklyn. I question their draft staff over there. We'll see how it works out. Darius Acuff at 7. This was the Kings' prized possession heading into the NBA draft. They fall all the way to 7 in the lottery, but it doesn't matter. They still get an elite guard prospect. If I was Brooklyn, I would have went with a guy like Darius Acuff if they're going to go with a high-volume scorer who isn't necessarily the best guy on defense. But Darius Acuff, he goes to Sacramento, and hopefully he starts righting the wrongs that franchise has had in basically its entire history. Kingston Flemings, and the more I think about this Flemings pick, I wasn't the highest on him as a prospect coming in, but he ends up going to Atlanta, and I think he's going to provide a really, really good complement to Jalen Johnson, just super quick around the floor. The tape I was watching on him last night, because I was watching a lot of Chris Cenac, Kingston Flemings was actually standing out in a lot of the highlights. So I'm interested to see what he does, and I think it's a really, really good pick for the Hawks. Then Mo Johnson. Parker, you can chime in here because Big Mo goes to your Mavs, and he was the first Michigan player taken off the board. Maybe not the pick you would have went with. How do you feel?
Yeah, I mean,
a day later, of course. There we go.
Just flipped my laptop on accident. That's how excited I am. Now,
hey, there we go. Change of heart from yesterday, huh?
Actually, I don't hate this pick. And yesterday when I saw it at first, it was a bit of a blunt reaction just because, you have a guy in your mind, and that guy was Burries for me. I really wanted Burries. I thought he was going to be a great compliment to Flag for years and years to come. But when you think about, this Mavs team right now, and especially in the front court, I feel like we lack a little bit of dog. Right now, Derek Lively, he's always injured. He's a little bit soft down low. Daniel Gafford, how long is he really going to be on the squad? He wants another contract. Is Dallas going to be the team that pays him that? Who knows? So Mo Johnson's a guy who just won a national championship. And, I'd say that he's most well-known, honestly, for his hustle and his ability to get gritty, grab rebounds, run the floor. And that's just not a super sexy pick in the top 10, but sometimes that is what you need as a franchise.
It's like taking a guard in the top 15 picks in the NFL draft.
Right. It's like whenever the Colts took Quentin Nelson back in the day, fifth overall at guard, and it's like, yeah, well, okay, yeah, that's not really,
he's a Hall of Famer.
Exactly, but he's awesome, and hopefully that's what Mo Johnson can be for us. Me personally, if I'm Dusty May, I probably would have rather had Yaxel or Aday Mara, who went, both. Couple picks later, or Brayden Burries, but it's not Nate Ament. I really didn't want Nate Ament, and the fact that we got a guy like Mo Johnson, who I know is going to play super hard and is going to, I guess complement Flag pretty well. Also,
yeah,
I don't hate that pick.
Yeah, you're improving the defense, and that's kind of been what the sentiment has been in Dallas for a good bit. You're getting Kyrie back this year too, so the scoring output will be there. You needed a guy who kind of stabilized things down low because. It's kind of like you said, like Gafford. What's the lifespan on him in Dallas? What is the lifespan on P.J. Washington? It's going to be a revolving door there, and Derek Lively's never healthy, so you needed somebody else to play big. Then we got Brayden Burries at 10 right after, and he was my number one prospect for Golden State as well. Just super high floor, Derek White-coated player, and if you're going to get that in the top 10, you should probably take it. And the Bucks do. He's not going to really. He could surprise a lot of people, but I don't think he's going to stand out a ton early on in his career. Once he gets into a winning situation, though, if Milwaukee ever gets there with him or wherever he ends up, then he's going to be a really, really impactful player, but not necessarily the superstar level upside that you would maybe want to take a swing on in the top 10. Yaxel Lendeborg, though, another really, really high floor player. He goes to Golden State, and I know Warriors fans are fired up about it. We posted some highlight clips on the Warriors Facebook, and he is just an absolute dog, man. Doesn't have a lot of holes in his game. Elite defensively 1 through 5, can actually create space as an on-the-ball scorer, and is a really good connector too. He just won a national championship. He was one of the best players in college hoops when he was at UAB. So, just a damn good pick, and the Warriors kind of know what they're getting there. They made him a priority first workout that they had in the pre-draft cycle too. So it was very likely that Golden State would end up with him, Burries, or maybe even Aday Mara, who went 13th. Or 12th, to the Oklahoma City Thunder here, and it's a Wemby stopper pick. It's a Wemby stopper pick for them, and he's the most underrated part of his game, his passing ability, his vision. He can see over everything. He makes the right reads, and he's got a pretty underrated back to the basket game too. He can score the basketball. He can be the new Hartenstein plus because he's damn 7'4" out there, and he could probably get a little bit more physical with Wemby than the guys they have currently in the front court. Then we move on to Nate Ament. Don't love Nate Ament. He's just. And to be fair to him, he didn't get crazy PR throughout this process. Is that some fault of his own? Maybe. but game's kind of clunky to me. He didn't show up in big moments for Tennessee last year. The stats were good against bad teams. I don't love that in the lottery. So the Bucks do take a swing on a guy with really high upside in Ament, but is he going to put it all together? That's really the question with him. On Steinbach, I love this pick for the Hornets specifically. I think a lot of these teams really did make good picks for their franchises. Front offices are getting a lot smarter in the NBA, so I understand a lot of these picks. Honest Steinbach goes to Charlotte, and he's going to be a really nice compliment as a finesse player, but also a great hustle rebounder next to Moussa Diabate. They're going to be platooning back and forth for a long time in that Charlotte front court. So they're really building something, and you don't see a lot of weaknesses on that Charlotte roster anymore. We'll talk about who they picked at 18 in a second. Dailyn Swain goes 15th to the Chicago Bulls here. Kind of a do-it-all forward. Jump shot's a little bit wonky, but he can do a lot, especially on the defensive end. Great athlete, too. Kind of was giving me Jimmy Butler vibes when I was watching him last night. So I'm excited to see what Chicago's building there. A really long team, long, athletic, just really good defensive squad. They got to find some shooters, though. Bennett Stirtz, that would have been good if Chicago wanted to go with the shooting route because he's just a really sound guard, knows exactly what he's doing. Think like TJ McConnell, but with a strap. Like that's Bennett Stirtz for the most part here.
He's got that motor.
Yeah, what's that?
He's got that motor.
He's got that motor, man. Like, he's just gonna go. So, for them in the postseason. First stretch, they got them kind of on the ropes. And other guys like A.J. Mitchell and Jared McCain would go cold in certain games. So they needed a sound shooter. They got one at Bennett Stirtz. Ebuka Okorie to the Pistons at 17. Now, he's a guy who I thought could have been good in a different situation, but
We just lost internet.
We just lost internet? Like, for sure? Oh, yeah.
Oh, now we're back.
We're back. We're back. Sorry, we lost internet. Awesome. All right, we're back. Is everybody good in the chats? I'm seeing a yellow message in Celtics. Are we good? Can everybody hear me? We got 100 people watching on Celtics. We got 100 people watching on Warriors. A bunch of people left Warriors again because they were probably cut out. Let us know in the chat. I think we're good. I mean, I'm seeing myself on these two streams that we're up and moving. But Ebuka Okorie, 17th to the Pistons. I don't know if I'm in love with this pick for Detroit. His jump shot's a little wonky. They needed more of a jump shot creator. He's a really good driver of the basketball, good fast break player. He's long and can deflect passes and play as a one-on-one defender. But we'll see. We'll see about Ebuka Okorie. He led the ACC in scoring, but I'm not so sure if he's going to be what the Pistons really need to get over the hump as an on-ball creator. Then Christian Anderson, maybe the best shooter overall in the NBA draft. He goes 18th to the Hornets here. Really a good stabilizer. He was a lead guard for most of the season for Texas Tech after JT Toppin went down, and the guy didn't blink. Like, he was 18 points per game, 7 assists, like constantly. He was shot like 42% from 3 on 6 attempts. It was disgusting. And for them to get a nice like Kobe White replacement there at 18, I think it was a really, really sound pick. Allen Graves at 19 to the Toronto Raptors. He is a guy who hit a bunch of big shots for Santa Clara this year, and this is kind of when these Santa Clara guys get picked, right? Pods went 19th overall. J-Dub went a little bit earlier in the teens, and Graves is a guy who can kind of do it all a little bit. Going to worry about his lateral quickness defensively, but a good shooter and good decision maker on that side of the ball. Jayden Quaintance goes 20th to the Spurs, and this is kind of like low center or gravity center. Is going to move people around. Going to be a better matchup against a Karl-Anthony Towns or Mitchell Robinson. And the Spurs clearly needed that. They can't run just the archetype of Wemby and Luke Kornet of 7'4" guys who kind of struggle to move sometimes. So they go with Quaintance, and he can guard a little bit more on the perimeter and at the rim, kind of like a Robert Williams hybrid. And he is a very high upside player, but we didn't see him play a ton at the college level last year. Are we good?
Yeah, we're good.
Cool. All right, Karim López goes 21st to the Grizzlies. A little bit of a project pick here, and this is kind of a guy where the Grizzlies are taking a swing on a player who had lottery buzz for a long time, and he ends up going 21. They can kind of stay bad by taking this pick. Like, they have a nice core who I think could be good eventually. Cedric Coward, Zach Edey, Cam Boozer. But what's the status of Ja Morant? What's the status of their backcourt for the most part? They're going to be a pretty rough team in terms of scoring the basketball next year. So I think you stash a guy, like not necessarily stash, but like just to slowly develop a guy like Karim López. He's going to be a mainstay glue guy for Memphis for a while. Labaron Philon slips all the way to 22 to Philadelphia here. And look, I don't think the Sixers needed a player like this, but they go out and take the best player available. And that was by far Labaron Philon at this point in the NBA draft. I wanted the Celtics to get him if he fell. I'm sure the Knicks would have picked him up. The Lakers would have picked him up if he fell further. But at the end of the day, he goes to Philadelphia. He just makes plays with the basketball in his hands. Dominated the SEC list this year, 22-5 a game, like on like 40% from three, on like 7 attempts. Why is he going 22? Zuby Ejiofor at 23 to the Hawks again. Undersized big, like they drafted Asa Newell last year, kind of a bust for the most part. For his, a bust of a pick as 20 overall can be, I think he was. Okongwu's there as an undersized big. I just don't get it if I'm Atlanta here. If you were going to go a big man, I would have went with Aday Mara in the top 10 if I were them. Cameron Carr slips as well in this draft, all the way to 24. Some real concerns about his defensive effort, but he has all the intangibles to be able to play on that side of the basketball. Smooth shooting stroke, and he plays above the rim. Like, go look at his highlights. You'll absolutely fall in love. But if you watch a full game, that's where we start having some differences. Sergio de Larrea, he goes 25th to the Mavs because the Knicks had this pick after trading it from 24 to 25 with the Lakers, and then the Knicks trade the pick again. A very odd situation for Sergio here, but he is a big point guard, 6'6", can shoot the hell out of the basketball. Didn't play a ton in his Italian or Spanish team, whatever it was, Valencia, this past season, but he's going to come over to the NBA, and we'll see what happens with him next to Cooper Flagg and Mo Johnson. Tarris Reed goes and gets to San Antonio off a trade up right in front of Boston here, and maybe he was a player that was on the Celtics' radar. He was worked out by the C's, and the San Antonio Spurs decided to scoop him up as another around-the-rim big to, I guess, move on from Luke Cornett, it seems here. Maybe they look to trade him after this season, but man, they go straight front court in this NBA draft. I guess they got wing and guard kind of figured out. Chris Cenac, 27. The Cenac attack goes to the C's at 27th overall. Love this pick as a long-term developmental prospect, but obviously the more that I sit with it, I understand that he wasn't the most consistent, effective player at the college level this past year. Now, maybe his role was a little bit out of place playing next to a guy like JoJo Tugler, but I think he could be a guy that Celtics want, man. I feel like they're a team that's expressed interest in Naz Reid before. They like shooting bigs. That's what he can do, as well as defend the rim and chase the hell out of rebounds, man. He generated a ton of possessions, extra possessions at that, for the Cougars this year. So I'm really excited about the pick. He's going to be a summer league darling, I'll tell you that much, because he has serious guard skills. Him and Naz Reid are actually very similar, except this guy actually defends the rim and rebounds the basketball. Joshua Jefferson at 28. Big forward, just big defensive wing who can handle it a little bit out of Iowa State. He goes to the Nets at 28 after the trade with Minnesota for Julius Randle. And then Alex Karaban at 29. Sharpshooter, kind of stabilizer. I like this pick for the Kings a little bit because he's just a high IQ guy, kind of like a George Niang build a little bit. 29th overall to Sacramento. And then Koa Peat rounds out the first round at pick 30 here to the Phoenix Suns, man. The Knicks trade out of this pick again from 30 to 31. And Koa Peat ends up in Phoenix. I would have liked to see him in Boston as a developmental guy too, but Chris Cenac, if we're going to go that route, is probably the more higher upside guy. With that being said, we have 14 minutes to go till the NBA Draft Round 2 opens up. Here are the top players that are available. Trayvon Brazile, Isaiah Evans, Malik Thomas, and Henry Vasar. Yeah, I would expect these four guys to go off the board relatively quickly once this thing opens up. You could see some teams trading up. Maybe the Knicks move down again, pick up some more future second-round picks. Malik Thomas is a player the Celtics did work out. Trayvon Brazile is a player the Celtics did work out. Henry Vasar has been linked to them for a while. The C's do pick at 40, so if either one of these guys slide, then maybe they could be in the interest of picking them up. Baba Miller is the fifth best prospect per our guy Rolly here at Chat Sports. He's also been worked out by Boston, and he's just around the rim big and block shots, grab rebounds, not much of a very diversified portfolio offensively. Tyler Nickel, bro, I was out on Tyler Nickel. This dude is a freak. He may have the best release. Like, honestly, like, before they draft, like, just look up, like, 4 minutes of Tyler Nickel. It is the quickest release I've ever seen in my life. If Sam Merrill can go out there and start on a conference finals team, Tyler Nichols is going to make $80 million in his NBA career. This guy is a dog. Dog.
Is he a C?
If he falls to 40, Sam Hauser will see you later, brother. Like, my goodness. He's also, like, tall, too.
Tyler Nichols.
Bro, he's 6'6". And 6'8" listed playing height. Sam Hauser. He's Sam Hauser. He is disgusting. He's probably at the top of my board for Boston if he gets all the way to 40. I think he may go in the first few picks, though. Richie Saunders, torn ACL last year, but just bucket getter, another sharpshooter out of BYU, leader as well, like really sound player. So I wouldn't be mad if the Celtics decided to pick him and nurse him back to health, as their doctors have looked pretty good throughout this rehab cycle that JT went through, at least. Otega Oweh, wouldn't be super happy with him. Inefficient scorer, just kind of
college player.
Like just college player. Exactly. Like he screams to me like EJ Liddell a little bit. Like, and Liddell's like played a little bit in the NBA, but like just nothing too impressive. That's kind of what I think of Otega Oweh. Jacoby Gillespie, I think, could be a real pick for Golden State. If they want another ball handler, just true like lead guard who can play, I think right away too. Jacoby Gillespie's the guy. Shot it inefficiently a little bit last year from 3, but it was on super high volume. He had to do a lot for that Tennessee offense, and he's a good leader as well. Did the same thing with the Maryland Terrapins a year ago. Then we could hear Copeland, NC State. He was formerly the McNeese guy?
Yeah, he played McNeese.
He's McNeese cat for Will Wade. Not sure about the pro prospects for him. I just not the biggest fan of his game at NC State this past year. Can't really shoot, and you can't play in the NBA if you can't shoot. Seth Trimble, not the biggest fan of either. Like now we're getting into some deep cuts here. So a lot of guys took bags to go back to college, and we're gonna see who ends up getting drafted here. That's what I'm thinking. I'm hoping my guy Melvin Council can get drafted today. There's a possibility when you see like these guys saying don't draft me in the late part of the second round. Like a guy like Council could slip through the cracks and maybe get picked by one of these teams. Maybe Golden State. Leger Jones is another guy who went to Florida State this past year, but he was at my alma mater, St. Bonaventure, with Council a year prior, and he was worked out by the Warriors, the Thunder, and the Knicks. So we will see. Jaden Bradley, he was a guy who was one of the best college basketball players in the game this past season, and really has been for the last few at Arizona. Just true dog in him, like really good pull-up mid-range game, good finisher, great as a point of attack defender. Like, I think he's going to play in this league for a while. Jaden Bradley will. Like he's kind of like the souped-up Melvin Council. And Dylan Mitchell, he was worked out by the C's too out of St. John's. Can't really shoot, but he's a real big forward. He can see the floor well and defend at a high level. And then Emmanuel Sharp, Houston guy who's going to be good movement shooter, but can't really defend. He's kind of small, 6'2", not really in the business of him. Ryan Conwell, there's some big links to Boston and Ryan Conwell. Just straight scorer at a Louisville, lefty cat, and he played at Xavier in the year prior. So we'll see if that's a guy that Boston goes after. Those are the top 16 players available as we are less than 10 minutes to go until the 2026 round 2 of the NBA draft. Without further ado, we're going to tell you another time about our friends and our sponsors over at Prize Picks. Today's live stream is sponsored by Prize Picks, America's #1 app for sports picks, where you just pick more or less on a few player stats, lock in your lineup, and you can win real money while watching your favorite sports. With the World Cup going on right now, there's no better time to get started on Prize Picks. I've been having a ton of fun playing it, picking more or less on stats like passes attempted, goals allowed, goalie saves, goals plus assists for different players, and even clearances, crosses, and cards. Look, you can mix and match all different sports on Prize Picks with MMA, golf, baseball, WNBA, whatever else is on the sports calendar. You can put them all in the same lineup if you wanted to. I've been playing Prize Picks for years now, long as they even sponsored us here at Chat Sports, and they're always adding new features, like the brand new Social Feeds feature, where you can share Prize Picks with your friends and copy lineups with a single click. You can even follow me on the app, at Tyler J. Smith, to see some of my lineups, including this one for tonight's sports action, where I got Vinicius Jr., the Brazilian beast, to have more than half a goal. That's a demon pick. So it's a red guy next to it, which increases my payout, but it's a tougher square to hit. And then we got Caitlin Clark, more than points, and Angel Reese, more than rebounds. You can take my picks or fade them. Just do it at Prize Picks. Download the app today. Use the code HMA, and you're getting $50 in lineups instantly after your first $5 lineup. That's code HMA. You play your first $5 lineup, and you're getting $50 in Prize Picks lineups instantly. So download the app, click the link that's in the live stream chat and the description of today's streams to get started with Prize Picks now. Thank you to them for sponsoring today's show. Shout out to Prize Picks. Those links are in the live chats now of today's streams. That's in multiple because we're live on Warriors today and Celtics today here at Chat Sports. We're in a race to 50 likes. I looked, and our numbers are pretty similar on both channels right now. Warriors has 35 likes. Celtics has 24. Race to 50 likes. Hit that thumbs up icon if you're a bigger fan of your team. Celtics fans, show them the Green Teamers show more love than Dub Nation. Dub Nation, you try to do the same. 15 likes away, fourth the Warriors channel. Celtics channel, we got a little more ground to make up. Hit that thumbs up icon on today's stream to show some love. And type me down in the chat. Type in the chat me when you have liked the video, so we'll give you some shout outs.
Let's go. Let's get this draft underway. Come on.
My guy, Michael Santiago, hit that like button. Shout out to Santiago for joining the building. And as you guys see, when more likes come into both streams, the audience increases because YouTube sees that we're getting a bunch of likes. So they send out this stream into their algorithm, and people see it on their recommended feeds. That's a simple science to how it works. Like, no BS. It's YouTube magic, and that's just how it works. So hit that like button if you want this to be the biggest streams for round 2 of the NBA draft tonight. Let's go.
Lego. Warriors is up to 46.
Warriors up to 46. That's crazy. Celtics are at 31. Come on, baby.
Who's going to win? Warriors at 49 now.
Matt Luani's poll like the video. Chad K45 in the building. Absolute real one. Rocking and rolling with us. He liked the video. Chad, good to see you, my man. How you doing this summer?
Got Daniel over there in Celtics as well.
That was crazy. Did not hook me up.
I'm going to go.
You can go in a little bit. Or
I'll get you some.
Or I'll go. No, it's good. For now. Until we're like past Celtics, I'll do it. Although Warriors pick will probably be out. This is going to be, how short is this going to be? How long do they have to pick?
4 minutes, I think.
Is it
Hopefully
4
this
minutes?
is done in an hour and a half.
Yeah. Ed Robbins in the building at Celtics today. Ed Robbins, what a legend. Ed, I haven't seen you in Celtics today in a minute, my friend. That's a championship season legend, Ed Robbins. Wow, what a real one. Bro, Ed Robbins is a Celtics real one. He was all time in the 23-24 season with me and Allie Barefoot on the channel here. Ben here not talking much. Hey, you're a real one, my friend. I appreciate you. I appreciate you and all the contributions you've made to this channel in the past. Celtics trading up to 30-35 range. Just wait. Is that the rumor? Remember, the Celtics, was a rumor about them wanting to trade up, but they never actually worked out any players that were really above their range at 27. So could it be a trade up here as they have a bunch of second-round picks into the top 35? We will see. We will see. So the Warriors today win the like battle. Celtics is at 44. Warriors is at 57. Wow. Legend KC. What up, what up? There's an Ed Robbins jersey in the if you want to go grab it. Let's go. We got you, Ed. Ed, if we got a $100 super chat, I would throw it on for the entire draft. I would throw that piece on for the entire draft. And I'll rip a beer shotgun too for old time's sake. Boom. Papa Robbins. C's 69 jersey. Bang. Ed Robbins, absolute legend during 23-24. We can throw it on for the entire draft. for a $100 super chat. Or if we get to a $100 super chat in super chats across both channels, show some love to Ed. Shout out to you. As we're literally like less than 5 minutes away from the second round of the NBA draft. Manu is the second round pick. Rudy Gobert, Draymond Green, Brunson, Jokic. Oh! Are you serious? Are you kidding me? What a legend! I'm gonna need a happy dad too. Word. That is legend. Wait for it. Derry. We're going to pop that up in just a moment. Get the ERs going in the chat. In both chats. What the? Why is it turned into Chinese if you put ER? Oh, I guess spam Eds. Why is it going into Chinese? Ed Robbins. All right. Pop that piece up. We got a $100 super chat from Ed Papa Robbins. Bang! Bang! The double bang for Ed Robbins. A $100 super chat. That means we're throwing on the Ed Robbins jersey during the entire draft. May take it off for the cuts that we end up doing. But while we're live and not recording videos, we're keeping the Ed Robbins jersey on. You're an absolute legend, my man. I got a beer shotgun for you. Let's get live. Let's go. Why not let it fly?
Papa Robbins turning the stream up on day 2.
Turn up.
What a G. Smitty's about to piece this thing.
Ed Robbins, you absolute legend, my friend. Hey, if somebody matches Ed Robbins, me and Parker are doing a beer shotgun race.
We'll race
here on the channel. If somebody matches Ed Robbins, we're doing me and Parker beer shotgun race. I got one though, for my real one, Ed Robbins right now. Cheers to the Dubs. Cheers to the C's. Let's go make some good picks again tonight. Let's go.
Damn!
Woo!
That was quick.
And it was a bucket.
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 Woo! Round 2 of the NBA draft. Who said it wasn't a party? I did, actually, at the beginning of the stream.
Let's go.
What do I think of trading Brown for Evan Mobley? I'm not going to lie. That's probably the best that you could do right now. After the Giannis deal falling through, probably the best you could do is Evan Mobley.
Yeah, probably.
But the Cavs came out instead pretty starkly that they weren't trading Evan Mobley for Giannis. So is that because Giannis wouldn't commit to a long-term deal with them?
Probably.
So could he be on the table for Jaylen Brown? That's the question we got to ask ourselves.
It's definitely possible. I mean, I
would it just be Mobley straight up? Like, or do we have to give things up? Do we have to give more up?
No, they do.
You think they do? I don't know if they do, man. Mobley's valued so highly across the league for some reason, but he's 18-8. He's literally AT&T. He's 18-8. So I don't know.
Shout out to the GOAT, Ed Robbins.
Shout out
If
to
you
the
want to
GOAT.
be like Ed Robbins, we do have a super chat menu here tonight. Any super chat gets you on the show. For every $20 super chat, me and Smitty are going to rip some shots of 1-800-TEQUILA. And every $100 super chat, like you guys saw, Smitty's taking one down. You guys can get Smitty sloshed tonight.
Come on, why not? It's Wednesday. It's hump day. Also, this is dead stock. This is dead stock. It's tag on. It's tag on, Ed. Dead stock Papa Robbins jersey. 1 of 1.
Only one out there. What are we waiting on? I thought this draft was supposed to start.
Yeah, I don't know, man. What are we doing here?
Knicks and Rockets
Also,
trade.
like, there's no audience. Like, it's just like this.
We got a trade.
We got a trade. Oh,
Yeah.
didn't that already happen?
No, just in.
Oh, I guess I got to get in my Twitter sphere. I got to get in my Twitter bag.
It's the Rockets and the Knicks.
The Knicks, of course, they trade down. So the Rockets trade up to 31, get 55. Knicks down to 39, so right above the Celtics, of course. And 53 and a 2029 second-round pick. Hey, that's valuable, actually. Like, getting second-round picks down the line, like 2029 and beyond, like, that's super valuable just for, like, filler in trades, like, just facilitation or similar deals like this when they want to go out there and trade up for a prospect that maybe falls out of a deep first round.
The Knicks just keep moving back. I guess they just don't really have somebody that they really like at this spot.
So let's look at the draft order right now here, as there was a trade.
So, right now, where's my next 4 picks? Here we go. So right now, it's going to be Rockets, Grizzlies, Timberwolves, Cavs.
Okay.
And after that, it's going to be Nuggets, Clippers, Thunder, and Bulls. And then we get to 39, and the Knicks are right in front of the Celtics. And the Celtics right in front of the Heat as well as the Spurs.
Okay.
That's what we're looking at. So I guess right now the Rockets are on the clock. Are they on the clock yet? I don't know. It's 7:06. Thought it was starting at 7. We will see.
All right. What do I want?
We will see. If you guys are just tuning in, like the video. Help us out. Takes 2 seconds. Greatly appreciate it.
Whoa, that's different verbiage. Oh my goodness. That it seems like the same thing he said last night in the draft, but he's a little bit different.
But the fact that he had to say it again
And
means
actively engaged. Actively engaged is the word that Shams Charania just said in terms of the Celtics and teams on the Jaylen Brown trade. He's speaking over Shams, so I have to run this back. But sense of purpose from teams around the league. They feel like there's a sense of purpose from the Celtics in these conversations. Brown's days are numbered. He's getting traded.
Yeah.
The urgency could change. Does that mean did he really say direction though? Like he didn't say it could change lesser or worse. I mean, I think it's a pretty vague statement.
I just think it's too, like you said, the toothpaste is too far out of the tube.
Yeah.
Right now, like you can't.
Man. We'll see, man. I am nervous as far as what the package is going to look like. Windy, who's been wrong about everything.
Can't listen to Windy.
Can't listen to Windy.
He's an idiot.
I should have just went through the damn thing, Brad.
Would have been a way different stream.
Way different stream yesterday. We would have just been.
2 nights ago, really.
Yeah, it's that Yaxel highlight's already at 2.2 now, so it's
Really?
gonna start flying. Yeah. So,
If you guys want to check out our sick Yaxel Lendeborg highlight reel in Warriors chat right now, I'm putting it in the link in the comment section. You guys can go check that out. It's pretty sick.
all right. Make sure. Laughed so hard I cried. It was me. Like, who's that? Was Liza Koshy? All right.
We're still waiting.
Still waiting. Come on. Get this shit started. Where is this, man? Let's start with the players. When does this draft start? We're 10 minutes in.
I thought it was at 7. Al on the prowl. Thank you, bro.
What do you say?
Liked, sub, and shared.
Let's go. I mean, what are we doing here?
Just yapping.
All right, I see some camera guy moving in the background. Are we going to not get the look? I don't know, man.
Dylan Mitchell.
Dylan Mitchell's a guy that is a big watch for Bobby Marks here. Come on, man. Shumpert, weren't you a first-round pick? Yeah. How many points do you think Iman Shumpert averaged in his NBA career per game?
8.
7. He never averaged 10 a game. His career high was in his rookie season.
Guy could jump, though.
He got a Defensive Player of the Year vote.
Really?
In his rookie year. That's the funniest thing I think I've ever seen. He had two. He had two. That's crazy. Greg Monroe. Greg Monroe is a terrible defender. He got a vote. Grant Hillen, at 39 years old. Got Defensive Player of the Year vote. Did this draft start, yo?
Can always count on ESPN to waste your time. Finally.
Here we go, finally. Mark Tatum.
All right, we're finally starting. If you guys are excited for the draft, type me.
Let's go. $15 minutes.
Mark Tatum's an odd guy to me.
Yep. It does not belong to the New York
Not the
Knicks.
Knicks.
It belongs to the Houston Rockets.
Shout out to Chris. Shout out to Daniel. Who Dat for Life? Chris in the building. Shout out to you. Spam those me's.
Who Dat for Life, Chris?
Mavs got pick 48. Shout out to Mateo.
Yeah.
Shout out to Owl. Shout out to Jade Hunter. Shout out K. Jackson. Dubs legend in the building.
K. Jackson in the building?
Yep.
Beast.
Shout out to Calvin Caliber, another legend.
Rockets, just make the pick.
Right now, the Warriors are winning the like battle on the way to 100.
Oh, shit. JV trade of Donovan Mitchell and Evan Mobley? Doubt it. I could see it being just Donovan Mitchell and, like, Jared Allen. Donovan Mitchell, Jared Allen. Would I do that for Brown? At this stage? Probably.
Definitely.
Like, everybody's got all these, like, Jaylen Brown takes about him being top 15, better than Tatum, all this stuff. But then when we put together a trade package for Jaylen Brown, nobody wants to give shit up to get him.
Nope.
So, like, people are telling themselves, really, when they talk about him.
Let's get this race to 100 likes going. Warriors is at 75. Celtics is at 53. Oh, Warriors just got 5 more. Warriors is at 80 likes.
All right, we got it. Bruce Thornton.
As the first pick in the round 2 is officially here.
Bruce Thornton, guard out of Ohio State. Bucket getter. Tough shot maker. He goes 31st overall. First pick of round 2 to the Rockets. 20 point per game scorer, man. Like he did a lot for them. He's a 6-foot guard who averaged 5 boards a game at the college level. Like, he just has that dog in him. But the efficiencies were okay for the most part for him. But steady frame, or stocky frame, excuse me, that uses well to to absorb contact and to create his looks. Great shooting mechanics and passing ability. Struggles on defense, staying in front of his man, though, and creating turnovers. So, yeah, he's a 6-foot guard. He's a small guard. 31st pick, I would not have went with Bruce Thornton. I'd have him a little bit. Oh, no, he has him as the 58th overall prospect. Yeah, I'd have him around there like Rowley has him at. 28th best guard. Rockets maybe take a little bit of a reach here with the 31st selection when there was a lot of guys better on the board, in my opinion.
Grade the pick.
Grade the pick. A, B, C, D, or F.
I'll give it
It's a C. C minus.
Yeah. Give it a C.
I don't want to give picks Fs ever, but C minus is basically an F.
Oh, Cade Jackson.
Cade.
Let's go.
Beast.
Cade saying, damn, it is good to be back.
Cade, you absolute legend. This is the GOAT channel, and it ain't even close. Cade, you're the GOAT viewer, and it ain't even close, my friend. Cade Jackson, I got you on here. Of course we do. Hold up. Hey. Where's Cade Jackson on this piece? There he is. I put full government on there, too. For my guy, Cade. That's OG. That's day one. That's one love. My guy, Cade Jackson.
Shout out to Cade. If you guys want to be like Cade, get your super chat up on the screen. Or maybe even make Smitty drink a little bit.
Oh!
We got a super chat menu for y'all tonight.
Bruce Thornton. Who's there?
He is there. He let me down in March Madness. I picked them to win, and they lost.
Yeah, who they lose? TCU?
Yep.
Yeah. All-time leading scorer for Ohio State. Really good guy, they're saying.
All-time great dude.
All-time great dude. That's big ups. That's big ups. Ugo or Amari? What do you mean?
Oh, Sham Charania just tweeted 7 minutes ago and said.
Yeah, the same thing.
Yeah.
He's just tweeting the clip that we just saw. But again, using those actively engaged words again. I quoted
What if it
and
happened
said,
tonight?
Maybe.
Somebody saying the C should go get Oscar Clough from Purdue.
Maybe. You know what? But they already did take a big with Chris Cenac. Obviously, a different archetype of a big. Chris Cenac. Dude, they actively engaged. That means they are getting a trade done soon. I tweeted out, actively engaged is phrasing you use when a trade is imminent. Yo, Celtics fans, boost this tweet for me real quick. Go give it a like. I just threw it in my in the chat. Give me a follow over there on Twitter too. At Tyler J. Smith, 2 H's on that one.
All-time great dude.
So Bruce Thornton, we're not got a leak on the 32nd overall pick yet. Wearing a Knicks hat, he's never going to play for the Knicks.
Very silly. Very silly. They give them the hat they're not going to wear.
Yep. The NFL doesn't do that, right?
No, usually.
Wow. The Memphis Grizzlies will select Richie Saunders with the number 32 pick in the NBA draft.
Really? Well, they got the guard that we were wondering about.
2 guard, yeah. It's perfect for them. But, he's a little bit bigger, stockier than a Cam Spencer. Interesting.
Richie Saunders, number 32.
So Malik Thomas is going to be available for the Celtics here, potentially. 6'5", 18 tonight, torn ACL last year, 24 years old too. Not a great athlete. That's kind of the issue with Richie Saunders. But can he be a sound decision maker and shooter in the NBA? That is what's going to keep him in the league. Rolly had him as the number 37 overall prospect, so not too much of a reach here for Memphis. 16th best guard and sniper from the perimeter. I mean, he's a really good movement shooter at the end of the day, really quick release, and he's confident when he puts that thing up from long range. Not the best athlete, though. Like I said, relentless energy, though. He is a good leader. Like, he's going to put his body on the line and dive on the floor for loose balls and whatnot. But, again, like, how big of an NBA ceiling does he really have? So that's kind of what my thoughts are on Richie Saunders, especially to Memphis, where they have a guy in Cam Spencer who's a knockdown shooter, not a great athlete, also has that dog in him too. So we will see what ends up happening there. Grade the pick.
See.
Grade the pick for Memphis.
We will see. I'll give this C+. C+ for Richie. Smitty, who would you trade Brown for now that Giannis is not a possibility?
Okay, so there's a couple different packages that I would go out there and trade Jaylen Brown for. Well, number one, Trey Murphy and Zion Williamson, because I need a player also back in the deal that can put the ball on the ground. Trey Murphy does not dribble the basketball. I mean, I was watching a lot of tape on him earlier, like a lot of highlight film, a lot of just full game like highlights, and
dunks and 30-footers.
It's dunks and catch and shoot threes, lobs, cutting to the baseline. Like, that's what he does. And if he's gonna put the ball on the deck, it's one jab step and a straight line drive to the hoop. He's not really much of a playmaker. So you really got to go out there and replace Jaylen Brown, who has the ball in his hands a lot. And it can't be that big of a drop-off. So you got to bring in Trey Murphy and Zion in a package for Jaylen Brown. Also, you have to go out there and look at your front court once again. Because Chris Cenac, yes, he's drafted in the first round. He's not necessarily going to be a guy who contributes right away. Evan Mobley is a player of interest. I'm sure the Celtics are going to call up the Cavs about Evan Mobley. That is essentially what a guy like Chris Mannix was reporting here of them having interest. Of course, if they miss that on Giannis, they're going to call on Evan Mobley. So we'll see if that's something they're able to swing. With the Cavs issue about trading for Giannis was they didn't believe he was going to sign a long-term extension. So they end up going for the public image that Mobley's not being offered up for Giannis because they knew that it wasn't going to end up working out long term. Don't want to piss off Mobley. They did what the Celtics did not with Jaylen Brown here. Mark Tatum saying the Memphis Grizzlies select Richie Saunders.
Brigham Young. The number one guy on Rolly's big board coming into the day, Trayvon Brazile, is still available, as well as Isaiah Evans, who could be a good pick for the Celtics as well.
Absolutely.
Evans
I believe one of these four players is going to be available at pick 40. And now, if they all get picked here in the next 7, that's fine. But we'll see.
Well, if they do, you can get a guy like Tyler Nickel.
Tyler Nickel, man, sharpshooter.
Bob Miller. Where's our Cenac attack?
Where is Cenac, man? Summer League's going to be lit. Summer League's going to be lit with whoever they get in this 40th overall pick. Bro, they're going to trade it down. I know Brad's going to trade it down. It's too high of a second-round pick for him. He's not comfortable with this. He's going to be picking in the 50s.
He wants to pick in the
50s. I swear to God, I've never seen him pick in the 40s in the second round. Let me look that up. Celtics draft history. I couldn't tell you last time they picked in the top 40 in the NBA draft.
You know, Benjamin Husick, that's actually a good point. He said this JB stuff reminds me of A.J. Brown in Philly. It kind of does.
A little bit.
Like, to where you just kind of know he's going to get traded for a long time.
The last time the Celtics picked in the second round in the top 40 selections was 2015.
Really?
Yes.
And one of the Celtics guys just got taken off the board.
No! Isaiah Evans. Great pickup for the Timberwolves here.
Great pick for the T-Wolves
I love it. Movement shooter. Like, just kind of the archetype they have, like with the Io DeSumos and the Jaden McDaniels and all of those guys. He can learn very well from those players, and smooth shooting stroke, confident player, a leader at Duke each of the last 2 seasons. Even as a freshman, he showed a lot of flashes on that Cooper Flag squad. Prototypical size for his role with a great wingspan to match to. Very, very plus wingspan for him. Thrived as a movement shooter off screens, but also showed ability to drive to the rim. That's the role that he kind of had to play this year with him, being one of the number 1 offensive options, not Con Kneppel or Cooper Flag last season. Upright athlete, though, needs to improve his handle to maintain, standing at the next level, man. But off the catch, as good as it gets in this draft for the most part. Averaged 7.5 threes a night last season, and he was shooting it at an okay clip. But he was like the focal point that defense is focused in on as a perimeter player for this Duke team this last year. Obviously, Boozer down low was doing a lot of work and drawing a lot of attention, but Isaiah Evans beyond the arc, like that's what all defenses were focused on for Duke. He was their one real threat from downtown. So we will see. We will see about Isaiah Evans and the Timberwolves, how much opportunity he's going to get early on in his career. Because when I say he's got that same coded archetype as a lot of their guys, it also means it's a pretty big logjam on the combo guard and wing area of their rotation.
I'd give this pick an A-.
Like, you got Terrence Shannon Jr. there too. Like, a lot of mouths to feed in these spots. Like,
I think Evans could play small forward if he bulks up. More of a 2 though.
6'5", yeah. Maybe 6'5" without shoes, I guess. Maybe 6'6", 6'7". I think he's listed at 6'6" at Duke, so that was his shoes.
Just hate how they're like, the Nets get this guy, and it's like, no, we already know it's the Timberwolves. Just say it's the Timberwolves.
That's why we provide the best coverage here at Chat Sports, because we have all the correct logos and all this stuff going here.
Yep.
Can the Dubs trade for Ja since Jimmy is injured? Ja's value is too low. I don't know if Ja Morant's fixing the Warriors' issues. Who'd be a realistic faller that would follow the Dubs at 54? I don't know. Maybe like a Felix Okpara, Jacoby Gillespie, 2 Tennessee Cats.
Gillespie would be fun.
Yeah, Jacoby Gillespie's a realistic faller that could fall to Golden State at 54, and they could get a good pick out of him.
Breaking, the Boston Celtics select Tyler Smith.
Dude, Tyler Smith was an NBA player. He is an NBA player currently.
Remember Tyler Johnson?
Tyler Johnson, yeah. He's like Tyler Nickel.
Yeah. Tyler Nickel.
So who's going to 34?
Still at the top of our board, Mr. Brazil.
Malik Thomas off the board, 34 to the Cavs. That's tough.
We don't even have it in yet. The University of Chat Sports. The University of St. Bonaventure.
St. Bonaventure University, you get it right. Malik Thomas, 34th overall to the Cavs. 6'3", so a little bit undersized for, being a 2-guard and all that stuff. But I'm not going to lie, man, his tape's impressive. Like, he's a great driver and finisher at the basketball. He's very confident shooting it. Like, he shot at a crazy clip last year. It was like 42% from deep on like five attempts. Like, he was disgusting. And like, he's a little bit of a head case, I could say, but he's going to give you a lot of effort on both ends of the floor, man. Just like a really, really good shooter. Every single zone, corner, wing, top of the key. He's got it from everywhere. And he just needs to get a little bigger to really compete at the next level. Good athlete, not great athlete, Malik Thomas is. And, his numbers were good, though, last year at Arkansas, man. He was the complement to Darius Acuff and, shoots it at a 42% clip on 5 attempts tonight. Like, you're not going to find that too often. I guess shooters are getting better, but, man, Malik Thomas did it really, really well in, one of the best conferences in college basketball last year. So He goes at 34 to Cleveland, and he's off the board for Boston. As we know, they worked him out.
Is that an A? It's an A pick for them?
Yeah. Really good. Like they were kind of missing a shot creating guard off the bench. Keon Ellis, I think he could be better than Keon Ellis.
Keon Ellis will really get up in your grill, but he's not going to create
Anything
much on
offensively. Celtics blog tweeted out an article, 5 potential Jaylen Brown trades. Let me know what you think the best one is. Pelicans. Jesus. So the deal is Trey Murphy, Herb Jones, Jordan Poole, and the better of Bucks or Pelicans 2027 first-round pick.
The better?
Yeah.
One of those picks could be really good.
Yeah, I agree. Unprotected as well.
Yeah.
New Orleans gets Jaylen Brown and Sam Hauser. I don't know if I love that, but we'll see. Rockets, what do they got? His deal. Oh, what the fuck? All right. Kevin Durant, Clint Capella, Suns 2027 first. Unprotected best of Suns, Rockets, Mavs 2029 first. Unprotected. So basically just Durant and a couple picks down the line. Interesting, considering Durant does, come at one of the best high floor players for the next couple of years.
Yeah. I mean, he's still really good.
And then you get picks down the line, which, helps you later on. Trailblazers. All right. I know I'm not going to like this. Shaedon Sharpe, Scoop Henderson, Jeremy Grant, best of Bucks, Blazers, or Magic 2028 first, unprotected. Best of Bucks, Blazers, or Celtics 2029 first, unprotected. And the better of Bucks or Blazers 2030. Yeah, it's a pick-heavy package. I hate it.
Yeah, no, I don't
Clippers.
like that either.
Kawhi and Pacers 2029 first.
It's just basically a Kawhi swap.
Yeah.
If Kawhi's healthy the whole year, I love it.
All right. Cleveland. Mobley, Schroeder, 2031 Cavs unprotected first. Is that the best deal? Or is it the Durant deal?
I'm just not a Mobley guy. I'd rather have Kawhi or Durant.
Okay.
It's
or that
shrinking your
Pelicans
window,
deal. Would
though.
you rather the Pelicans deal? Murphy, Herb Jones, Jordan Poole?
Jordan Poole doesn't do any. Well, I don't know.
That 2027 first is pretty good.
I think the Celtics could make Jordan Poole another reclamation project.
Perhaps. He's a little bit of a shithead, though.
A little bit of a shithead.
I don't know what deal I like the best. Why do I kind of want? I'm gonna do the Durant one if they throw Eason in there.
Eason?
Does he make like 20 mil now though?
Yeah.
Can't do that. It's like unless they could include Hauser. Maybe.
Vasar. There was a guy in here yesterday that was really in love with Vasar.
I don't know if the Celtics are going big again with this pick. They need a guard.
Cenac attack.
Do I believe that Isaiah Hartenstein might be waived to get Aday Mara? Do you think it's a great catch for the Dubs? I don't know if they're going to have enough money to pay him. I heard the Nets are rumored to be interested, and they're going to pay him like $20 million a year. So they just lost Nick Claxton. Makes a lot of sense for them. Would I trade Brown for one of the top 3 guys in the draft? I'd trade him for all top 4 guys in the NBA draft. I'd probably trade him for Darius Acuff. I'd probably trade him for...
You'd trade Jaylen Brown straight up for Darius Acuff?
No. Well, I need more, obviously. But I don't know what the Kings have for me, so probably not. Acuff and Sabonis?
Sabonis isn't really just like a throw-in.
He's kind of a throw-in.
No, he's not.
He's ass. He doesn't defend anybody.
He's like one of the best rebounders in the league.
Empty stat merchant.
Is he?
Yeah. He's like a fake triple-double god. Like, they're fake triple-doubles. They lose all these games, he gets triple-doubles.
Fake triple-doubles, you say.
All right, who's next? I didn't get spoiled on this one. Let's let Mark tell me. Why is it going to be somebody I like? It definitely is. Or no, it was just Malik and Isaiah. Oh. Great. Thanks. We knew that a week ago. Denver Nuggets. Trayvon Brazile. Shit!
There he goes. There goes Brazil.
I'm not gonna lie, like Celtics could have taken him at 27 if they wanted him in the front court. Play finisher though, man. Big time lob threat.
6'9.5" without shoes. So
Yeah.
he's like a true 6'10".
Yeah, true 6'10".
I mean, this guy can jump out of the gym. I mean, he's a perfect guy to pair with Nikola Jokic. He's going to learn a lot from Aaron Gordon about how to be a dunker spot player in the NBA.
Ridiculous.
Great length, physicality, and verticality to meet opponents at the rim, but he's not able to create shots much for himself or others. He's very much a good role player. Last year at Arkansas, he averaged 13 a game. Great stocks guy. He combined for over 3 stocks a game. 1.5 blocks, 1.5 steals. Not the worst three-point shooter either. 34% from 3 last year.
Yeah, on low volume, corner shooter for the most part. But just super athletic. Like, just he's been a freak since he's been in the college level. He was one of the top transfers a few years back when he was going from Mizzou to Arkansas. I actually wrote a sports commentary paper in college about Trayvon Brazile.
About what?
About him being like the most impactful transfer of that portal season. It was like right when the portal like started to be big. Then he got hurt, but I was still right. He became an NBA player.
Is there any bigs still available in the draft? Yes, there is. There is indeed still some bigs available. Henry Vasar is still available. He's a popular guy in the Celtics chat.
You think Brad could swing Evan Mobley and Trey Murphy in a 3-team deal? Jaylen Brown to the Cavs. Max Strus, Sam Hauser, 3 first-round picks going to the Pelicans for Trey.
What are the Cavs getting?
Cavs get JB. And just for Mobley in a first.
That'd be great for you guys.
Yeah.
Trey and Mobley?
Yeah. That's what I want. Yeah, that's what I want. It's a success on Fanspell, too.
Pick is in for the Clippers at 36.
This guy said Rudy and Trey Murphy, which I wouldn't be super opposed to.
Rudy Gobert?
Oh, he said you don't even have to give up Jaylen Brown for it. You'd give up Derek White, though. Derek White and Hauser.
I'd do that.
Would you rather do that or trade JB? Well, I feel like you just have to trade JB at this point. Who the hell did Sam just say just went?
Baba Miller.
Baba
Miller.
He's gone.
This dude killed Kansas.
He was kind of a demon in college, man. 13 and 10 a night, just rebounding machine, shot blocking machine. Not much given you're going to get offensively from him, aside from at the rim, play finishing stuff, lob threat, putbacks, all that good stuff for traditional bigs. But
he's got guard skills.
He kind of can handle the ball a little bit. He's not going to be able to score with it, but he can handle it a little bit. So you can trust him in dribble handoff situations and stuff at the top of the key, trailing the play. Intriguing mix of positional size and playmaking. High upside is impactful piece on defense with his long length of active hands and instincts. And then a tough projection, though, with his shooting limitations and lack of strength. He does need to fill out a little bit more, absolutely. But he goes 5th overall to the Clippers here.
I like Baba Miller.
36th overall to the Clippers.
I think Baba Miller is going to be a good NBA player.
Okay. Kind of fits the name test, Baba Miller. It's like, see it happening.
I'm giving this an A. I got an A for the Clippers for Baba.
Okay. You want to take over for me real quick while I run and grab a slice?
Yep. Let's do it.
Because we got what, 3 picks to go until Boston, so be right back.
What's going on, yo? Talk to me. What are you guys thinking? Celtics, who you want at 40 now that Baba's off the board. Malik Thomas is off the board. Trayvon Brazil's off the board. I can show you guys a list of players that you might want. This is the way our big board's looking right now. Who do you guys like? Who do you guys like off this board right now for the C's? I see a lot of Vasars in the chat, but there's still 37, 38, or yeah, there's still 3 picks until. You guys like Tyler Nickel? Tyler Nickel's good. He's got a quick release. I think Tyler Nickel's pretty good. Henry Vasar, Otega Owe. You want Otega, huh? Otega. I don't know how much I love Otega Owe. I think he's more of a college player. One of those ball-dominant college guards with bad efficiency who gets buckets. Can you show me some scouting reports on some of the guards? Name one. Who do you want to see? You want to see one on Tyler Nickel, or I can show you some scouting reports if you would like. Otega Owe or Vasar. You guys really like Vasar. Parker, are you open for a Clay reunion in the Dubs? No, not really. I think Klay Thompson's pretty washed. Jaden Bradley was pretty solid, but if for some miracle Henry is still on the board, got to go with him. I don't know, guys. The Celtics just took a big yesterday. I feel like they need more depth at the guard spot. Can't have Pritchard as your only primary point guard. You need another ball handler. What's up, Ryan Wong? Bryce Hopkins. Haven't heard that name. We don't need another shooter. We need a dog. Bryce Hopkins is the dog? I don't know. He played so many years in college. I'd rather have somebody a little bit younger. Yeah, Jaden Bradley could be a good pickup for the C's. I like Jaden Bradley. He's a winner. Bradley would be fun. United, I'm feeling a JB trade today or tomorrow. It could definitely happen. Shams is talking about it quite a bit. He hasn't given us anything, entirely sure on that, but with how much he's mentioning it, I could definitely see it coming soon. Pritchard is great, but if we can get a primary ball handler plus Evan Mobley, we would be unstoppable. I mean, you got to trade Jaylen Brown to get Evan Mobley. Koa Peat going to Phoenix was a crazy moment last night. It was. Especially as a Mavs fan, we get that Sergio guy at the last second. I felt like the Knicks had him on the team for like 20 minutes before they traded him. We need an Al Horford type. You guys could just bring Al Horford back. Is it? He doesn't like it anymore?
I wouldn't mind it. Some people don't. I don't know. He just can't play big minutes anymore.
This is that point of the draft where they just start talking a lot.
Mm-hmm. Let's talk about AJ Mitchell right now. Like, AJ Mitchell ain't getting drafted, bro. When he doesn't know anything. Yes, this is ridiculous. Wow, this one was not leaked.
With the Thunder taken.
Take LeJay Jones. Ryan Conwell. Wow, the Celtics were linked to him. All right, 2 more picks. 2 more picks to the Celtics are on the clock.
We had Conwell at 11 on our list. Ryan Conwell.
All right, Ryan Conwell out of Louisville, man, just like damn good scorer. It's solid enough on-ball defender for Louisville last year, but I don't know how well he's going to fare at the next level in that regard. 20-point per game scorer, damn near, though. He not necessarily going to give you much as a rebounder or a playmaker. And, look, he shot a lot last year for Conwell, but he performed very well for Louisville. But he performed very well in the NBA Combine. So that rose his stock a little bit there. Plays super tough, but, again, the size limitations are there for him. He was asked to run the point guard last season a lot for Louisville because Mikel Brown's more of an off-ball player, but he's not really a true ball handler. So we'll see what he does for OKC. I doubt he's ever a super high-impact player there. Solid numbers. I mean, shot 10 threes a game. That's ridiculous. The highest we've seen in any of these stat graphics we've thrown up in our draft coverage so far. So he goes off the board. I'm glad the Celtics didn't get another 3-point happy player here. We'll see what they do here as they're on the clock with 2 more teams to go. They're trading the number 37 pick, Ryan Conwell. That's why nothing came in. We'll see. I'm surprised that the Rockets traded up for Bruce Thornton. I don't think they had to do that. Miami Heat, Ryan Conwell. Okay. Yeah, Heat-coded player. Drew Smith-esque. Number 41 in cash. Okay. Okay. Really wanted. I don't know. Two first, Butler and Pods for Jalen. Doubt it. Guys, sorry. It's just first of all, they need Yaxel. They need everything. They need Yaxel, Butler. But I'm sorry. The Warriors just don't have enough good players for the Celtics to want back in a deal like that, man. I'm sorry. It's just not going to happen. Trade bound for Jokic. Would love that, man. Would love that to be the case. But it's not going to be. Pacers are trading the number 38 pick, and it will be Braden Smith going.
Braden Smith?
Yep.
Really?
So who's still available? My top guys. Malik, Trayvon, and Isaiah Evans are all gone. So it's just Vasar that's kind of up there.
That's surprising. I didn't think Braden Smith was going to get drafted. That is surprising. Well, before the Celtics pick, we're going to go ahead and tell you guys about our wonderful sponsor.
Yeah.
And that is Prize Picks.
Today's live stream is sponsored by Prize Picks, America's #1 app for sports picks, where you just pick more or less on a few player stats, lock in your lineup, and you can win real money while watching your favorite sports. With the World Cup going on right now, there's no better time to get started on Prize Picks. I've been having a ton of fun playing it, picking more or less on stats like passes attempted, goals allowed, goalie saves, goals plus assists for different players, and even clearances, crosses, and cards. Look, you can mix and match all different sports on Prize Picks with MMA, golf, baseball, WNBA, whatever else is on the sports calendar. You can put them all in the same lineup if you wanted to. I've been playing Prize Picks for years now, long as they even sponsored us here at Chat Sports, and they're always adding new features, like the brand new social feeds feature, where you can share Prize Picks with your friends and copy lineups with a single click. You can even follow me on the app, at Tyler J. Smith, to see some of my lineups, including this one for tonight's sports action, where I got Vinicius Jr., the Brazilian beast, to have more than half a goal. That's a demon pick. So it's a red guy next to it, which increases my payout, but it's a tougher square to hit. And then we got Caitlin Clark, more than points, and Angel Reese, more than rebounds. You can take my picks or fade them. Just do it at Prize Picks. Download the app today. Use the code HMA, and you're getting $50 in lineups instantly after your first $5 lineup. That's code HMA. You play your first $5 lineup, and you're getting $50 in Prize Picks lineups instantly. So download the app, click the link that's in the live stream chat and the description of today's streams to get started with Prize Picks now. Thank you to them for sponsoring today's show.
All right.
Wow. Cam Jones. Cam Jones is actually the first player moved in the NBA draft.
Cam Jones.
Former Marquette Golden Eagle goes to Chicago for this Braden Smith pick.
Braden Smith is literally like an even smaller version of TJ McConnell.
Yeah.
5'10" and 1/4.
I just can't see him working at the next level, man. I don't know.
22 years old. He's got a hell of a feel for the game, though.
Celtics got one more team till they're on the clock. Nick's about to pick here at 39.
Almost 9 assists per game.
Yep.
Guy can dish it. I'm giving that a C-.
Yeah. I'll give it a C.
Sorry, guys. It's hard to play at that height in the NBA. It's hard to play at that height in the league.
Yeah, we'll see. We will see. There's still some players on the board for Boston, man. There are still some guys. Some players they worked out. Let's look at it. Let's look up some Celtics with draft workouts. All right. They have worked out guys as far as who they're still available. Emmanuel Sharp, Jaden Bradley, Dylan Mitchell, Rafael Castro, Jaron Pierre, Trey Donaldson. I think they're gonna go with Emmanuel Sharp, Jaden Bradley here. That's where I'm feeling.
Sharp. Yeah, I know you don't really like him.
Yeah. He's just not a lead guard.
All right, C's fans, we're coming up on it.
Yep.
We're coming up on it. Let's go.
Jeez, man. I'm really just thinking about the Jaylen Brown stuff right now. Jaylen Brown stuff is crazy.
Like the video if you guys are hyped for this pick. And comment who you want.
Pick is in for Rockets, so we'll see. I'm going to try to get spoiled on that one so I can get ready for C's.
Shamet. Called him Shamet.
All right. People think Jaylen Brown requested a trade.
He probably did.
All right, Rockets pick's coming up, so I'm just going to. Whoa.
Who?
Jack Kyle from Germany, a guard.
Who?
For the Knicks, of course, classic.
That's a who. All right. Smitty's going to put his laptop down so he doesn't get spoiled.
Yep.
So Jack Kyle, don't know really much about him at all. 6'5", 185, averaged 12 points per game in whatever league he played in last year. Alba Berlin. Is that EuroLeague?
Yeah.
Has a great
maybe Bundesliga.
Bundesliga. Has a great blend of size and speed with a fluid handle and great footwork. Physical getting to the basket, and has shown he can create for himself and make the shot. Not as productive creating shots for others. Average 12 points per game, 3 assists. So here we go.
All right.
Caesar up.
Caesar on the clock. Here are the top players available. We got Henry Vasar, Tyler Nickel. That's be the top pick for me. That would be the top pick for me here, Tyler Nickel. I don't believe in a ton of the lead guards that are around this range. Jacoby Gillespie, maybe, but Jaden Bradley, maybe. We will see. But the C's are officially on the clock at pick 40.
Might want to take the jersey off for the cut for the short.
Yep.
All right.
All right, so hopefully they don't trade this pick. Like I'll be pissed if I react to the player, all this stuff, and then by the end of the short I look down and they don't have him.
Usually you know beforehand.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Talking about the C's, putting the Jaylen Brown stuff aside, which you really can't do when talking about them, man.
All right.
The
pick is in.
Oh boy. All righty. I'm going to close my eyes officially.
Let me know when to push it.
You can push it. With the 40th pick in the 2026 NBA Draft, the Boston Celtics select Dillon Mitchell, big forward out of St. John's. Defensive menace, sees the floor very well, but the jump shot does leave a little bit to be desired. Certainly a developmental project here for the C's. They take a Big East product, a Rick Pitino guy, and he's going to be a fun watch in Summer League no matter what. Solid athlete and just real long physical defender out there who is going to join the long list of guys who fit that archetype on the wing for the Boston Celtics. So they make that pick at 40. They are done for the 2026 NBA Draft. And now as far as the offseason goes, we'll see what they do in free agency. And as far as the future of Jaylen Brown goes, make sure you're subscribed here to the channel and grade the pick down in the comment section, A, B, C, D, or F on Dillon Mitchell to Boston. All right.
There it is.
There it is, Dillon Mitchell. Just really good defensive versatility, great recovery speed, good athlete, man. One-man fast break ability. Good stuff. Good stuff.
What do you guys think? Grade the pick.
Grade the pick of Dillon Mitchell to the Celtics at 40.
Oh, whoops. I spelled Mitchell wrong. There we go.
All right. Dillon Mitchell, you are a Boston Celtic. All right, we're going to get into a video about Dillon Mitchell very, very soon. I'm going to do a thumbnail for him real quick because I forgot to do that. Shout out to the C's. Making a solid pick there, man. He can't shoot. I know. I get it. We need more dunks. We need more athletes. We need more rim runners.
Everyone's pissed about it. They're
I
giving
guess
it
so.
D's and C's. They're not happy.
I guess not. I'm going to make this little graphic. Why don't you go through the graphics on Dailyn Mitchell real quick? You give us a rundown before we get into the cut.
Dailyn. Played at St. John's last year with Zuby Ejiofor, who was drafted in the first round. This guy's, been playing in college for a while. He's 22 years old. He is 6'6" 3/4 without shoes, so he's, a 6'8" with shoes on. So not a small guy. Averaged only 8 points per game last year, 7 rebounds per game. Shot 56% from the floor. Our scouting report on Dailyn Mitchell says that he's a talented athlete with some nice playmaking ability to match. He's a quality defender and uses physicality really well and fluid to keep up with smaller guards, but shooting may hold him back at the next level. So this is a guy that you're drafting to, I feel like he's kind of a Jordan Walsh type a little bit.
Yeah, that's kind of the vibe I'm getting.
A little bit of Jordan Walsh kind of vibes here we're getting. Not sure that's exactly what the Celtics needed. They already kind of have a lot of wings, I thought. I thought they would go with a guard here. But, this guy can facilitate a little bit, had 3 assists per game last year. Shot pretty efficiently, but just overall, I'm not in love with the pick for the Celtics. I definitely think there was maybe a little bit more of pressing needs out there than Dailyn Mitchell. People are saying Vassar must be trash. Yeah, I don't know, man. He's really falling. He's falling quite a bit. I don't even know if, Vassar was really the pick either after they took Chris Cenac, but
we'll see.
They could have went with a guy like Tyler Nickel who can handle the rock and is a really good shooter. Could have been the Sam Hauser replacement if he got flipped in a Jaylen Brown trade. But instead they elect for Dailyn Mitchell.
We'll see how it turns out for him. I don't know if he's ever going to play long term. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I don't see a huge NBA future for Dailyn Mitchell.
And right after Dailyn Mitchell, Otega Oweh went to the Thunder.
Yep. Okay, so Dailyn Mitchell, you are a Boston Celtic.
Interesting stuff.
I don't like this.
Not a huge fan.
Yeah, not a huge fan.
Not mad at the pick. The kid's a dog on defense. He definitely could be a good defender, but it's not really what the Celtics needed. I feel like they need to put the ball in the bucket more.
Yeah, no doubt.
So we will see. We will see, guys.
All right. So we're going to get into a video here in just a second talking to Dailyn Mitchell.
What's your grade?
My grade for now, C.
C.
Do we know who's on highlight cut?
I think it's Trace.
That's TBD. All right. Should look through some Dailyn Mitchell stuff real quick.
Guys, let's not be too dramatic here. I mean,
It's a second-round pick, guys.
It's a second-round pick.
Do we have, like, no ceiling stuff on him?
Yeah, we have a quote.
Okay. Whoa! Isaiah Stewart got traded to the Grizzlies.
Really?
Yeah. For just 3 second-round picks.
For Isaiah Stewart.
Yep.
Beef stew and Cam Boozer.
Okay. I like that.
They're cooking with something.
He's born to grit and grind.
Born to grit and grind, yeah. He is a very Memphis player.
Yeah, I'm surprised the Celtics weren't able to get in on the salary dump because they have like a trade exception that can fit him in. Interesting.
Yeah, we could have used beef stew in Boston.
See, Celtics blog tweeted that you're right. Back.
Yep.
All right. Gillespie to the Spurs. I don't even know if that's a Spurs pick. I don't think it is. How are we looking on our streams? We good?
Yeah, for now.
Okay. Alrighty.
Do a sub-read in there and then a grade the pick.
Yeah. Let's do. I'm just trying to think.
And then we can just go over some second-round selections.
Yeah, second-round selections. We can talk. Honestly, you could just throw me full screen in there. Or you have Jaylen Brown big cam in there. We can just throw up for the tail end of the video.
Let me go grab it.
You could just find one in there and then just write Jaylen Brown's name, capital G, capital B.
All right, I got it. Jaylen Brown, big cam.
Cool. Just do that at the end of the show.
Cool. Let me communicate that highlight cut's about to start.
Yep. About to get started with the Dillon Mitchell video here. So stick around. We'll keep talking Warriors. They're going to be up, I would assume, very shortly by the time we're all done with talking about this. Probably be around close to pick 50. So C's fans, lock in. We're about to break down all of what you need to know about Dillon Mitchell here. I'm also going to open up the No Ceilings draft guide because I want to see what there's some good things to say about him. All right. Why can't I fucking put this in that? Whatever. That's how we do it. Okay. So that being said, we're about to get ready to roll. And where's the shades of for him? Derrick Jones Jr., Jay Vando, and Presta Chua. That's not even fucking him. I hate the way that this looks on here. All right. I can't go full screen for that. Okay, Kendall Brown, Josh Minott. All right, Josh Minott's definitely who you can compare him to. Let's get into talking about Dillon Mitchell real quick here at Celtics today. With the 40th pick in the 2026 NBA draft, the Boston Celtics select Dillon Mitchell, big wing forward out of St. John's. You're watching Celtics Today by Chat Sports, presented by Prize Picks. I'm your host, Tyler Smith, and we're here to break down in full the Celtics selection of Dillon Mitchell at 40th overall. Going to give you our instant reaction to it, what we think about this pick, and how he fits in to what the Boston Celtics want to do. We'll talk more about the NBA draft and the Boston Celtics in general toward the tail end of today's show. Before we get started, what is your one-word reaction to the Dillon Mitchell pick at 40? Let me know down in the comment section, just one word, how you reacted to he's taken the St. John's product. Formerly at Cincinnati, he's 6'6" 3/4, going to be listed around 6'7", 6'8", once he gets to the NBA. 22 years old. He's been in the college level for a while. One of the top transfers coming over when he did go to St. John's. But I'll tell you guys what. This guy is not much of an offensive producer. 8.3 points per game, but it was not pretty. Most of his action coming at the rim for the most part. He is a hustler, though. He'll go out there and grab you boards. Like he makes decent enough reads. Where you're really going to get your money's worth, though, is with Dillon Mitchell on the defensive end. Like, he's a talented athlete, like really, really good. You can get him in the one-man fast break sometimes, and he can make some nice moves to the basket. But and he can play make, too, and sees the floor, like I said, pretty decently. Quality defender who uses his physicality really well and fluid to keep up with smaller guards. So he can kind of guard 1 through 4, 1 through 5 in some scenarios, depending on who the matchup is. And then the shooting will hold him back at the next level. But what the Celtics are going to do here with Dillon Mitchell is take the Jordan Walsh approach. Big-time athlete, really good defender who doesn't necessarily have much of a shooting touch or really on any offensive polish, to be quite frank with you guys. But that's similar, at least, to what Jordan Walsh did at Arkansas. He wasn't the greatest three-point shooter coming in, even though he did put up a fair amount of them with the Razorbacks. Dillon Mitchell is similar. Really good defensive versatility. He gets up there and makes plays at the rim in terms of scoring the basketball at the bucket and deflecting shots as well. A pretty underrated shot blocker in that regard. Really long wingspan to get deflections, too. I think he's going to work out for the Celtics if they decide to really hone in and develop him long-term and maybe move off a guy like Jordan Walsh in the future if they got to make a move or trade him potentially. That's kind of the vibes I get with this pick, too, with Dillon Mitchell. Like, oh, in case they got to move off of Jordan Walsh in a trade here, potentially involving Jaylen Brown this summer, well, they got Dillon Mitchell waiting in the wings to develop just like him here. But the stats are not too impressive for him overall. What is impressive is, the 6'10" wingspan for Mitchell here. It is a plus for him in that regard. Nothing too crazy, being only 6'6". He's not going to have a 7'2" wingspan or anything like that. But 6'10" and a half, that's pretty good if you ask me. But look, man, the shooting, even at the NBA Combine against not much defense, was pretty brutal. The spot up 6'25" is something that we don't really want to look at much longer. 38-inch max vert, though, like I said, he's a damn good athlete. No Ceilings NBA Draft Guide saying the following on Dillon Mitchell. Their little sell me this pen. You can't teach the type of marvelous athleticism that Mitchell has on both ends of the floor. What you can learn from a Hall of Famer or not is an increased attention to defense and playmaking that makes a player like Mitchell much more well-rounded. So, freak athlete, great defensive instincts, but again, the offense is a work in progress, and at 22 years old, definitely a work in progress. The thing is, for a guy like Jordan Walsh, he was 19 years old coming into the NBA with Boston. Dillon Mitchell's played 4 years in college. We'll see if Brad Stevens, Joe Mazzulla, the people in the staff can help him develop an offensive game of any kind. And make sure you are subscribed here to Celtics Today because more Celtics updates are coming very, very soon because Shams is saying crazy stuff about Jaylen Brown. Brad Stevens' comments in the immediate aftermath of round 1 of the NBA draft tell me that Jaylen Brown could be traded very, very soon. So I want you guys to lock us in as your number one source for Celtics content all offseason long. Hit that subscribe button as we'll talk more about Dillon Mitchell, the second round of the NBA draft, and the season in general in just a second. First, a word from our sponsor over at Prize Picks, America's #1 app for sports picks, where you just pick more or less on a few player stats, lock in a lineup, and win real money while watching your favorite sports. I've been playing Prize Picks for years now, longer than they even sponsored us here at Chat Sports, so take it from me. I've been playing it a ton specifically right now during the World Cup, picking more or less on stats like passes attempted, goals, goalie saves, goals allowed by the goalie, cards, clearances, and crosses. They have every single stat you could possibly think of. Also, you can combine those stats with MMA stats, baseball stats, golf stats, whatever else is on the sports calendar. You can get involved on Prize Picks. And one thing I love about the app is their brand new social feeds feature where you can share Prize Picks with your friends and copy lineups with a single click. You can even follow me on the app at Tyler J. Smith to see some of my lineups, including this one that we got some World Cup soccer, and some WNBA. We got my guy Vinicius Jr. to go out there and score more than half a goal. It's a demon pick, which increases my payout, but it's tougher to hit. And then 2 picks in the W. We got Caitlin Clark on more than points and Angel Reese on more than rebounds. You can take my picks or fade them. Just do it at Prize Picks. Download the app, and new users are getting hooked up with $50 in lineups instantly if you sign up and use our code HMA and then play your first $5 lineup. That's code HMA when you sign up. You play your first $5 and $50 is deposited into your account in lineups instantly with Prize Picks. The link to download the app is clickable in the comment section and description of today's video. All right, let's talk a little bit more about the second round of the NBA draft and who the Celtics missed out on and who they passed up on when they got to pick 40. Bruce Thornton goes 31st overall after the Knicks make another trade down, and they take Houston takes a 4-year player out of Ohio State, their all-time leading scorer with the Buckeyes. Richie Saunders, another big-time guard who spent a lot of time at BYU throughout his career. He's coming off a torn ACL, but a sharpshooter, great energy guy. He goes to Memphis, so a little bit of conflict of interest with Cam Spencer, if you ask me. Ryan Conwell goes 37th to the he goes 37th to the Miami Heat, where look, they go out there and make a trade with the Oklahoma City Thunder. They need more scoring off the bench, and he may be able to contribute as a player who was in college for a while. Braden Smith goes 38th to the Pacers. Like kind of a smaller TJ McConnell. I'm not sure about this pick and his ability to translate to the next level. Jack Cahill of Germany, he goes to the Knicks at 39, another classic international prospect taken by Leon Rose. And then, of course, Dylan Mitchell at pick 40 to your Boston Celtics. So that is how the NBA draft has gone so far in round 2. We've seen a couple more picks. Malik Brown just went 44th overall to the San Antonio Spurs. But the real topic at hand here is Jaylen Brown, guys. I mean, we just heard from Shams Charania that the Boston Celtics are actively engaged in trade talks around Jaylen Brown. Brad Stevens said in his press conference after selecting Chris Cenac at 27 that Jaylen's a big part of us, but I don't want to predict the future. Like, he was saying a lot of nice things about Jaylen Brown, except for the fact that I won't trade Jaylen Brown. Constantly, year after year after year, the messaging from Brad Stevens has been, we're building this thing around Jaylen and Jason. That is just what he has said point blank plainly every single offseason. This time, he's not saying that. Now, some people believe that a rumor, or not, I guess a rumor, that Jaylen Brown himself has requested a trade and are keeping it quiet behind closed doors, not public at this time. Because, Jaylen Brown does love the Celtics at the end of the day, but he just maybe feels like it's time to move on, but still wants them to get the maximum value back for him. So that's really where we are at this point with Jaylen Brown and his future. Like, Brian Windhorst is going on there and saying like he would think that Jaylen Brown has played his last game in a Boston Celtics jersey. Now, we will have another video coming out very, very shortly tomorrow talking about all the latest Jaylen Brown rumors because, look, man, it could be the end of an era in Boston, and I'm not too happy about that, of course, considering you miss out on Giannis. What type of package are you going to get back for Jaylen Brown now that you've missed out on that? And the secret's out that maybe his value isn't as high as some other people may think it actually is. But looks like a Jaylen Brown trade could be imminent here over the next few days or weeks. That's why you guys subscribe, and we'll keep you guys locked in. But grade the pick of Dylan Mitchell to the Boston Celtics at pick 40 for me down in the comments section. A, B, C, D, or F. How do you guys feel about Dylan Mitchell at pick 40? It's another Jordan Walsh-coded player. I want to hear from you. My grade, it's a C. It's a C for Dylan Mitchell. I thought they needed to address the guard position, but I'll also admit that the guard position was not super deep once they got to this point in the NBA draft. Maybe there was a reason that Braden Smith was traded up for. The Celtics couldn't go out there and get him. Jacoby Gillespie is a name they passed on. Emmanuel Sharp's a name they passed on. And they didn't go after Jaden Bradley either. Malik Thomas was a player who went before them. So, look, they're in a spot where they could go out there and take another developmental, defensive, athletic wing. They went out and did so with Dylan Mitchell, a player who worked out for them in the pre-draft process, so we shouldn't be too surprised. But I'm going to give it a C for now. That will do it for today's show. Make sure you give us a follow over on Twitter at Tyler J. Smith, 2 H's because the name's common, but I am not. And make sure you subscribe to the channel as well. YouTube.com/Celtics TV. We'll be updating you with more Jaylen Brown stuff tomorrow. We'll see you then. And as always, let's go C's. All righty. We're hosting the Bills breakdown? That's lit. Celtics take Dylan Mitchell. Was that 10 minutes-ish, I think?
Yeah, it was like 10.
Perfect.
You want to put it in the chat, or do you want me to do it?
I'll put it in the chat.
Okay. All right. Well, we can kind of get back into the swing of this draft.
Yeah.
See what we kind of missed.
All right.
So these were the last few picks. Otega Owe, Jacoby Gillespie, Tyler Bilodeau, Malik Brown. Very interesting.
I still haven't seen them update that list yet, though, so I'm just like.
Very interesting.
All righty. So here we go. Now we're at 46. Okay, we didn't get as far as I thought we would in that 10-minute span we recorded that video in. Second round of the NBA draft. I'm just focused on Jaylen Brown.
JB43. Have we heard our last JB43?
Have we heard our last JB43? Felix
Felix
Okpara. He goes 46. I'm a ball knower. He went way earlier than I thought.
Felix Okpara.
Felix Okpara, athletic, around the rim, big, from Tennessee.
Emmanuel Sharp went to Kings.
Wow.
That's such a Kings pick.
Yeah. It's another fucking,
Keon Ellis.
no, what's his name? Devin Carter.
Yeah, kind of.
Carter's a little bit more of a ball handler. Henry Vasar would have had at least $5 million to go back to UNC.
Is it too late?
Yeah.
If he doesn't get drafted, it's too late?
I guess that's, with the way that college basketball looks, I guess not, right?
Mm-hmm.
Number 44, Malik Brown went over him. That's kind of crazy. They picked another center. Man, this is boring.
Yeah.
Look, I apologize for not making this the most rambunctious atmosphere for the NBA draft second round, but blame ESPN, blame the NBA.
It's so slow.
There's no juice. Like I'm not getting excited for anything.
Yeah.
All-time bad event. I want to just start scripting my Jaylen Brown video because that's where I think we should just do that over grades.
Over grades?
I mean, maybe. I know the draft grades are probably gonna do good, but you wanted Zuby over Cenac. Well, he got drafted before. We're gonna do grades and I want to put out a Jaylen Brown video. Like we've heard too much. Brad talked, Shams is talking, Wendy's talking. There's so much shit out there.
Yeah.
Why do we care about grading damn draft picks.
Could rip it first thing
gonna
tomorrow.
do well. What?
Could rip the JV first thing tomorrow.
Yeah, I guess why am I kind of feeling like it's a Friday? It feels like a Friday right now.
Yeah. It's a Wednesday.
Yeah. I guess we could rip the JV stuff first thing tomorrow. I could get something scripted and have it ready to go for us to build and go. But the first thing. I guess. Ugh. It's such a bad thing to be going on because he hasn't gotten traded, but there's crazy hot intel about it right now. But it's during the NBA draft and there's protocol and all that stuff.
It just needs to happen.
Just happen, bro.
What if Brad just gets scammed and gives him up for pennies on the dollar?
He wouldn't. He can't. He wouldn't do that. Four-team deal. Celtics get Jamal Murray, Rudy Gobert, Trey Murphy, and Zeke Naji. Nuggets get Jaylen Brown. Timberwolves get Derek White, and the Pelicans get 4 firsts. Why?
You're get that off my screen.
I can't. The Knicks are picking here? I doubt this is their pick. Go to the draft order. We have it correct. Who's picking right now?
What pick are we at? 47?
47.
I think it is the Knicks.
It is the Knicks, okay. Who are they taking? Oh, they're about to take Tyler Nickel. I know it, bro. They're definitely taking him.
Are you cooked if they take him?
I actually just predicted it. I did not get spoiled. I did not get spoiled, bro. Look at this guy. Watch this guy shoot the basketball.
Splat. Is he tough?
Super tough. Jesus
Leon
Christ.
Rose may have done it again.
Yeah, actually, he's tough, bro.
Tyler Nickel. 6'6".
He can play, man. This kid can play. 40% shooter. Shot a lot of threes. Shit. So I wanted the Celtics to get, 7.5 attempts a night. 40% shooter. This guy's going to average 13 in the NBA. He's going to average more in the NBA than he did in college. Maybe like a 10. He's going to be Hauser. He's going to be a 10-point per game scorer.
Hauser.
Bro, that is so ass. It's a great pick by the Knicks. Goodbye, Shamit. Hello, Nickel. Shamit's a good defender, though. He's not going to be like... Oh, man. Just trade Jaylen Brown already. Trade him.
This saga is going to go on all summer, isn't it?
Probably. The Wizards acquired Akpara.
He's a hazard.
He's a hazard.
The Mavs are up.
Mavs
Let's
are up.
go, Mavs. Start spreading the news. They're grooming him. Hey, yo. JB Saga will take forever, and he'll probably end up staying. That would be.
I think so too, man. That's my fear. You drafted a Brit.
Who?
Toby Lawal.
Who is that?
Toby Lawal. We're going to watch the tape right now.
Oh, he actually played college?
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh. Yo, we got a steal.
45-inch vert.
Give me that. Holy
40-inch
smokes.
standing vert is crazy.
Toby Lawal.
6'10" wingspan. Okay. That's Dusty.
Dusty.
And Masai.
Toby Lawal. Grade the pick.
Grade the pick.
I'll give it a B.
Okay.
Just
He's
off
there.
the vert.
See what he says.
Didn't pick up a basketball until he was 16.
Okay. Yaxel coded.
Magical.
Obviously, he's Tuesday in it.
Follow that tune.
Follow that tune. Lost my jam.
Just being versatile.
Versatile.
Versatile bigs. Toby Lawal. Well. Very interesting.
Interesting.
Very interesting. Start spreading the news.
So the Warriors are up in 6 more picks.
6 more picks, guys. 6 more picks.
Is this actually, I mean, we got 20 more. No. We have 10 more picks left.
11.
Yeah, after this. 10 more picks after this. Is this really going to go another hour and a half?
Maybe just another hour.
I think it's another hour. This thing will be done by 9:40.
It's a trade. Orlando, Milwaukee.
Uh-oh.
Orlando, Milwaukee have made a trade. Wow, what a deal.
What a deal. Cash.
What a deal. Oh, this deal went down. The Wizards got
Felix Opara.
Felix Okpara. This is actually an interesting trade. Beef stew for 3 seconds. Beefy stew.
Beef stew.
Beef stew. What's the big board looking like? We got Vasar still at the top of the board.
Mm-hmm.
Trimble, Quadir Copeland.
Nick Martinelli, Jaden Bradley, Van Lipsey, Castro, worked out for the C's. Isaiah Nelson, USF.
I actually like that Onyinso guy.
Oh, yeah?
He's actually tough.
Lamar Wilkerson's pretty good.
He swallows shots on the inside. Onyinsa. If you need a shot blocker, this guy, number 9, is the guy for you.
Okay. Toby Awaka from Arizona last year. Oh, Leger Jones joins the crew.
Leger Jones!
Bro, if he gets drafted and you're going to see the highlights, they're tough.
He's a warrior.
He's such a warrior.
Dude, what if he got drafted by the Dubs?
He's such a warrior at 54. I'll be geeking if he gets drafted by the Dubs.
That'd be the easiest video for you, huh?
Yep.
Leger Jones for 3. Start spreading the news. Bryce Hopkins. That's your boy.
Bryce Hopkins, wow.
Somebody in Celtics was all about him. Bum, bum, ba-da-dum, bum, bum, ba-da-da-da. That's Brandon New. I'm leaving today. Shining too. She threw that head on real quick.
Damn.
She said, "My baby's got money." Raising an NBA baby has to be a top tier feeling. Somebody tweeted out, a Miami Heat fan tweeted out and said, "If Giannis joined Prime Kobe, y'all would say that's a title contender without knowing the rest of the players. Now when Giannis joins a player, a better scorer than Kobe, they are apparently a play-in team. Make it make sense."
Bruh.
Bam dropped 83. Warriors about to get Henry. Dude, what if the Warriors got Henry Vassar? I feel like that's actually a pretty good move.
It's actually a good move for them, I think. Yeah. Maybe he's got the promise from them.
Ooh. And he's like, "Don't draft me. I want to go to Dubs."
That's what Brett Siegel reported. Not for Warriors, but he says he has a promise from some team.
That Vassar does?
Yes.
Okay. Joe Lacob would probably argue it.
Yeah.
Joe Lacob's the worst.
He stinks.
Is he the worst owner in sports?
He's the worst owner to win multiple championships in sports, yes.
Did the Celtics already pick? Yes, they did pick.
They did pick Dillon Mitchell.
They picked Dillon Mitchell. We have a YouTube video that just got posted 2 minutes ago. You can go watch it. Gosh, so many ads, man.
Crazy.
So many ads. It's ridiculous.
Why don't we? Come on, Warriors. Figure it out.
How many people have the Spurs drafted? It's got to have been a ton, right? The Spurs had 4 draft picks this year. Quaintance, Tarris Reed, Jacoby Gillespie, and Malik Brown.
Oh, yes, they took Gillespie. Okay. 3 bigs.
Kings got
Acuff, Karaban, and Sharp.
Sharp.
Interesting.
The Wizards got Dybantsa and Okpara. OKC got Mara, Stirtz, and Owe.
Okay.
Knicks got Jack Cale and Tyler Nickel.
We'll see what they do. Grizzlies made out pretty well, I think.
They sold not taking Philon.
Yeah, he probably should have took Philon.
They should have took Philon. Nuggets got Brazil and Bryce Hopkins.
Jaden Bradley's going 50 here.
Jaden Bradley?
Yeah.
That's a very Raptors pick. Nets. Dude, the Nets sold.
Nets is so bad.
That's bad. That's just not good, dude.
Celtics, Chris Cenac and Dillon Mitchell. Their draft is done.
Give a trade. Oh, so Ryan Conwell's a Thunder, and Otega Owe is...
That just happened? Ryan Conwell's a Heat.
No, he just said that they're traded. That Otega Owe got traded.
Oh, I don't see that yet. Shams didn't tweet that out.
That's what Mark Tatum just said.
Interesting. Jaden Bradley, though, fast break machine, very up-tempo player, good point of attack defender. Doesn't have crazy size, but he was damn good. A Rochester product, too. Shout out to Western New York. Solid mid-range shooter, too. Always gets to his spot really well in the mid-range. Good handle, good footwork, finishes well at the rim. But yeah, just a pesky guard who was one of the best lead guys in college for a while. He will be a Toronto Raptor. That's a very Raptors-coded pick, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like Jamal Shed for them.
Yeah. All right, so where's Owe going again? Orlando Magic. Orlando Magic. Oh, Orlando Magic. Orlando Magic. Orlando Magic. Whoa. All right, Dub Nation, we're getting close.
We're coming up on it. 3 picks away.
Vasar still on the board.
Could Golden State have the promise from him? They need young front court players. All they have is old front court players. And Yaxel is like the oldest player in the class. Nah, not even, but.
Orlando Magic. Orlando Magic.
Isaiah Nelson going 51 here to whoever has this pick.
Who is that?
He's tough. But I see some Brian Hodgson products, bro.
Who is that? Isaiah Nelson from South Florida. 16 and 10 last year with a steal and a half.
Nah, he's tough, bro. 16 to 10 every single game. Watch this guy. Like he's the demon. I was watching this game.
Hey.
7'2" wingspan. He's tough. Just a big-time rim runner. Generates extra possessions. Good player, man. So tough. So trade to Orlando, he'll be in. He feels like an Orlando Magic.
Magic have a grit and grind group now.
Let's go.
So we got 2 picks left until the Warriors are drafting. And this is who's on the board.
Top 10 players available per our guy Rolly. Henry Vasar, his 32nd best player. I mean, we're at pick 52 here now. Maybe Henry Vasar was telling teams not to draft him. Golden State's got an opportunity to give him some real opportunity in year one, man. I mean, Porzingis, Horford, when can you count on the health of them? Quentin Post finished the season hurt. What does his future look like in Golden State? I mean, there's opportunity in that front court if you're Henry Vasar. So we'll see if that's the route they go. I mean, the closer we get to the pick and him not going from a lot of these teams, it makes me feel like he is going to be the selection for the Warriors. What do you guys think? If you're hyped for the Dubs pick, type me.
Let's go.
What's good about after the Warriors pick, it actually will be really close to the NBA draft, like the finish of the draft by the time we're done.
After we finish our cut, it's pretty much over.
Yeah.
Shout out to Santiago. Shout out Jaja. Shout out Ryan Wong. Shout out Jason Jackman.
Let's go.
Stratton Green. Dre. Funny Acorn. No, Raider Nation, our pick is 54, not 52. Yes, Vasar is still available. Vasar is still available. He could be a dub.
Could be a Warrior here. One more pick to go.
2.
2 more, yeah.
Onyenso looks mean. We need mean. Dude, Onyenso's nice. I'm telling you. I'm vouching for this Onyenso guy. He's good. Go watch some Onyenso block party highlights. Dude, he packed Cam Boozer like 4 times in a row in the ACC championship game. You think Henry Vasar agent told teams not to pick him, then Lakers pick him? I don't know who it is. Could be the Lakers, could be the Warriors. But there is definitely something fishy going on with the way he's fallen so far. It's a little bit fishy. Or will the Dubs take LeJay Jones? Lamar Wilkerson. We got 434 people in the building right now. If you guys are just joining, like the stream.
Let's go. 52nd overall pick coming up.
And there's
That's
a trade.
To the Hawks it goes.
Oh,
Damn, the Clippers take Vasar.
Vasar goes to the
Hawks. Wow.
Dang, no.
No Vasar for the Dubs. So now I have no idea who they're going to pick.
Who are they going to take? Unbelievable. They took our player. What's up, CRF? Well, well, well. Oh, it's the Knicks. The Knicks are at 53.
Okay. Did they just start doing this? Reported trade graphic? 'Cause they haven't. I feel like they haven't been.
It's usually been on the right. So if we look at the next 4 picks here, it's Knicks, Warriors, Rockets, then Lakers. What do you think, Smitty? Who are they going to get?
Oh, man. Let me see the best available one more time. I got no effing idea. All right. Kadir Copeland, Seth Trimble. Oh, man. Nick Martinelli. I feel like Nick Martinelli is the player they're going to pick. I think Nick Martinelli is who they're going to go with here. Maybe Rafael Castro for an around-the-rim shot blocking big. I could see that being the case, too. Do they go Lipsy for the true, facilitating guard? Maybe. They need more players who can just dribble and pass the basketball. So that could be in the cards. Lamar Wilkinson can score off the dribble. So there's some names here for Golden State they could go after at pick 454 here. They've hit on this pick in the past, man. Quentin Post, Will Richard. Could be the next great dub.
They should go with Onyenso. Ogana or Cope. This guy knows ball. This guy knows ball.
I'm not familiar. I'm just not familiar in his game.
He's a good player. Spam up the me's if you're hyped for the Dubs pick. Spam those me's. We got even people in Celtics spamming the me's.
Let's go. 461 people watching Dubs right now. Blocked by Wembanyama. Let's go, Dub Nation. Lock in.
Yes, shout out to all y'all spamming me in the chat. Will they get much needed center? We're going to see, Wolverine. We're going to see. Who's the better free throw shooter out of the bigs left? I think Onyenso's a solid free throw shooter.
Okay. Rockets picks, okay, the Knicks picks coming up here.
So the Knicks will take. No, the Knicks stole him.
The Knicks stole Onyenso.
Oh, no. No, dang it. This is horrible. Oh, that's brutal, Dub Nation.
He's at the draft, too. A lot of these second-round picks were there.
That's brutal, Dub Nation. They stole our guy. He's Mitchell Robinson's replacement.
Yeah.
He literally does exactly what Mitchell Robinson does.
Let's see some tape. Out of Virginia, 6'11", 236.
This guy swats
sends shots back. He looks huge.
He's massive. Give me that.
Spiking shots there. I think that was at the Garden. My goodness. Rim running.
Yeah, dude. He's going to be a good player.
Lane.
He averaged 3 blocks a game last year.
Really? 3 blocks a game is right.
All right.
Okay. The Dubs are on the clock.
If you guys were curious, this is the last look at the little big board. This is the top 4 that we got.
I think the pick's going to be Nick Martinelli. That's who I think the Warriors are going to pick here.
We're going to see. Oh my goodness.
There's no way.
Well, we might as well just run it.
We might as well just run it. Oh my goodness! Yeah! With the 54th pick in the 2026 NBA Draft, the Golden State Warriors select Lejay Jones, forward out of Florida State, formerly out of St. Bonaventure University. Oh my goodness, a 3-and-D prospect who plays above the rim, can hit the outside shot, a tough shot maker and taker. Wow, this is a fun pick by Golden State. It was a pipe dream. I know they worked him out, and he wasn't looked at as a guy who was getting drafted in a lot of league circles, but he ends up in the Bay Area. Dub Nation, you should be excited about this pick. He is going to be a summer league darling. I'm giving this pick an A. You let me know your grade down in the comment section, A, B, C, D, or F, for the Warriors taking Lejay Jones, 54th overall.
Wow.
Whoa! Yeah!
Unbelievable!
Yes!
They took Smitty's guy out of St. Bonaventure.
Let's go! Lejay! Are you serious? 6'7". He's got a little bit of a handle. He's good catch-and-shoot player from the corner especially. 13 points per game last year. Look, he's an above-the-rim player, man. He was in the college dunk contest this past season. Oh, yeah. Highlights galore for Lejay Jones. Yo, I can't wait to... Yo, are they going to put body tape? Are they going to put body tape on the TV? Come on.
That's hype.
Go!
That's hype for my boy Smitty.
That's fire.
What do you guys think? Grade the pick.
Woo!
Grade the pick. Grade
Dub
the pick.
Nation, I'm telling you, you're going to love it. He's like that.
What do you guys think?
Go peep the highlights. St. Bonaventure Bonnies. Let's go!
No Bonnie's tape?
Well, they haven't announced it yet.
Oh, they haven't announced it on the TV. That's lit.
Lejay Jones.
That's lit. Now we just need Melvin Council.
Drafted since Andrew Nicholson. Let's go.
That's hype. Lejay Jones. I'm sure you could talk about this guy all day.
I could talk about him all day.
Was he your favorite Bonnie player?
He was one of them. He was the guy that we thought could go, had the best pro prospects, so we were always excited to watch him. He was the most fun player out there. Him and Melvin Council, they were a really good duo. They're probably our two most talented basketball players that season. And look, he did a solid job for Florida State, even though they weren't a great team this past season. Wow, he's got a good turnaround fadeaway. Sometimes he can get to his spot and fade in the middle, like the free throw line area. Good corner jump shooter, and as a lob, he's not a crazy lob threat. He's more of an in-game driving dunker than is necessarily a rim runner per se. But obviously he can get up and catch lobs if he needs to.
Let's go. I'm glad we got somebody you know about.
That's so sick. I gotta get a thumbnail for this. Is there no way Sam made a Lejay Jones big cam, bro?
We back.
Should I put two Lejay Jones photos, one in St. Bonaventure, one in Florida State?
Just
on there?
do only St. Bonaventure.
Oh my god. Should I do it?
You should just do St. Bonaventure photo, yeah.
Yeah, why not?
Lejay Jones.
Yo, he's tough.
Okay, you think he's actually going to be a rotation player?
I think he's got a chance, bro. He's a guy.
That's actually fire.
I'm definitely putting him in the Bonnie uniform on here.
In the brown?
Yeah, no, the throwback. It's tough.
It's almost like they knew you host the Warriors.
Yeah, they want to throw me a bone there. That's so lit.
Dub Nation, we're about to get right into the LeJay Jones analysis. We're going to rip a video on him.
Let me get.
Dude, I can't believe the Knicks took my guy.
I know.
Somebody said he is Kobe.
He's tough, bro. I'm telling you.
Dun dun da da dun 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 da 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 dun. The Knicks again? Oh no, it's the Rockets. It's the Rockets pick.
Okay. Let's
Nick Martinelli to the Rockets.
Should I just? Oh my goodness. Should I just do this?
Yes, you should. That's your boy.
It is my guy. Yeah, I'll just put like Mike Dunleavy on there. Okay. Gotta be done with this. Send it over.
Who are the Dubs in the Celtics going to get that's undrafted is the question.
Good question.
Who are they going to get that's undrafted?
Okay. That looks good.
Yeah. Cool. LeJay. Mr. Jones.
That's so fire.
No, LeJay Jones Big Cam is that's hated.
Oh, that means I get to put a Bonnie's photo on there.
They don't even have a quote for him.
Yeah. Well, I'll be able to. I'll throw quotes for him. Don't worry. Okay. All right. Same deal. I'm going to actually find him in the No Ceilings Guide, too, see what they say about him. Is he on here? No, he was not. He was not. The No Ceilings didn't give him any love. Word. It's fine. I'll show him love. Let's get into it. Perfect. We'll be done. The draft's going to end.
3, 2, 1.
With the 54th pick in the 2026 NBA Draft, the Golden State Warriors select Lejay Jones, forward out of Florida State and also formerly out of my alma mater, St. Bonaventure. You're watching Warriors Today by Chat Sports. I am your host, Tyler Smith, and we are presented by Prize Picks, here to break down in full the Warriors' selection of Lejay Jones, 54th overall. I'll tell you guys right now, spoiler alert, I think this is an awesome pick for Golden State, and you're going to definitely love him during Summer League at minimum. What is your one-word reaction to the Warriors selecting Lejay Jones at 54? Let me know down in the comment section what your one word is. Just plain up one-word reaction to the 54th overall pick, second-round selection by the Dubs. Lejay Jones comes in here out of Florida State most recently, but began at the JUCO level and then moves on to St. Bonaventure back in 2024-25, and then ends up transferring up into the Power 5 level in the ACC to Florida State. 6'7", really long wingspan on him here, and he just does a lot of stuff for you on the offensive end, but obviously offers great versatility defensively with his size, athleticism, and frame. 13 points per game last year, 6 boards, and he's got a solid athletic profile. He was in the college dunk contest this past year. Good overall footwork, too. I mean, in terms of when he puts the ball on the deck and tries to get to his spots in the mid-range, he does a really good job there at staying square to the basket. And he's a good, tough shot maker and taker at the college level. Physical defender who can handle quicker players, too, so he can guard, ones, twos, threes, maybe even some fours that are a bit undersized. Solid shooting mechanics, but the results aren't there yet. Like the percentages for him have not, been what people have wanted from Lejay Jones. I mean, if this guy was shooting 37% from three-point range this year, he may have been a first-round pick. I'm that serious about how good this player is. The first time we watched him play, myself and Nick Roloff of the Heat Report here at Chat Sports, he's a former St. Bonaventure alumni too, and we all said, okay, this kid may have a chance at going pro, and now he's drafted to Golden State. 13 a night last year in 30 minutes a game for the Seminoles. Nearly 6 boards, a steal and a block a game. He makes defensive plays on that end, but the efficiencies just weren't really there. I think in a Warriors system who we know shoots a lot of threes, they're going to have him working. They're going to get that mechanic down, and he's going to be a pretty efficient three-point shooter at the next level. I don't think this is going to be a situation for Golden State where, like Alex Tui last year, where we never see him in a Warriors uniform. I actually do believe he is going to be a facet of this rotation at some point. Like, imagine if Guy Santos could, throw down a windmill between the legs dunk. Like that's essentially what we're getting here with Lejay Jones, and he can knock down the outside shot and makes good decisions, and probably a better overall shot creator than a guy like Guy Santos is in Golden State at this point. With that being said, make sure you subscribe to the channel. This is why you subscribe. When Warriors news goes down, when they make a move on this roster, like taking a player in the NBA draft, we're bringing you guys a video. And free agency is going to heat up. They're going to pursue LeBron James as much as they can. They're going to pursue some probably big trade targets throughout the summer too. So I want you guys to be locked in. Number one source for Warriors content all offseason is here at Warriors Today. Hit that sub button right now. We'll keep talking Lejay Jones, the Dubs, and the second round of the NBA draft in just a second. First, a word from our sponsor over at Prize Picks, America's #1 app for sports picks, where you just pick more or less on a few player stats, lock in your lineup, and you win real money while watching your favorite sports. World Cup's going on right now. I've been taking advantage of all the fun there is to be had on Prize Picks with the World Cup, when I can take more or less on stats like passes attempted, goalie saves, goals allowed, clearances, crosses, cards, goals plus assists. They have it all on Prize Picks. You can even combine those picks with baseball, MMA, golf, whatever else is on the sports calendar. And one thing I love about the app is their new social feeds feature, where you can share Prize Picks with your friends and copy lineups with a single click. You can even follow me on the app at Tyler J. Smith to see some of my lineups. And I got one that's going on in the WNBA and in the World Cup here with Vinicius Jr. to go out there and score a goal, followed by Caitlin Clark more than points, and Angel Reese more on rebounds. You can take my picks or fade them. Just do it at Prize Picks. Download the app today. Use the code HMA, and you're getting $50 in lineups instantly after your first $5 lineup. That's code HMA. You play your first $5, and $50 is deposited instantly into your account with prize picks and lineups, by the way. The link to download the app is clickable in the comment section and description of today's video. So Lejeune Jones, welcome to the Golden State Warriors here. Let's think about the fit that he will have. Good, off-the-ball player, but I'm curious to see how the offensive philosophy actually does switch for the Dubs this year. Remember, bringing back Steve Kerr, they didn't want to run the same song and dance again. So how is he going to factor in? Well, on the wing for Golden State right now, they obviously have Jimmy Butler, sidelined, Moses Moody, sidelined, Guy Santos, and then, who else on the wing for Golden State for the most part? Am I forgetting any names here? I don't really believe that I am. I mean, Yaxel Lendeborg, he's going to play a good bit of, small forward at times for Golden State too. But unless they add somebody in free agency that's an instant impact guy on the wing, they don't really have a lot of guys. Parker, I'm not forgetting any guys on the wing here for the Dubs. Moody's injured, Butler's injured, and then you got Guy Santos. As far as rotation players go, that's it. So we could absolutely expect a name like Lejeune Jones if he plays well in Summer League, if he comes to training camp and outplays all the other guys who are fighting for two-way spots and Exhibit 10s and all that stuff. He could be on this roster and maybe in the rotation, the early portion of his rookie season. He spent a lot of time at the college level at this point, rising up the ranks. He's gotten better basically every single season. So, yeah, I'm in on Lejeune Jones actually being a rotation player for your Dubs. Let's roll through the second round of the NBA draft here and see how things fell, because there was a player that fell pretty drastically in round 2 that I thought Golden State was a team that gave him a promise of, but they ended up not getting him. He actually ended up going a couple picks before the Dubs selected. At the first pick of the second round, Bruce Thornton was traded up for by the Houston Rockets, big-time scoring guard. Undersized as almighty hell, though, out of Ohio State. Richie Saunders off the torn ACL. He goes to the Grizzlies as a good movement shooter, an energy guy. Then we got Isaiah Evans at pick 33 to the Minnesota Timberwolves. This was also in that trade. I believe this is involving the Julius Randle trade with the Nets and Bulls and whatever happened there. He goes to the Minnesota Timberwolves. Another one of those archetypal 6'5" guards who can shoot it off the catch and maybe play some defense on that end. Malik Thomas goes 34th to the Cleveland Cavaliers here as a tough shot-making guard who can put the ball on the deck and will give you good energy on both ends of the floor. Trayvon Brazile, you want to talk about energy and just pop in his game. He's a great play finisher and lob threat, expanded upon the three-point shot. He goes to the Nuggets, 35th overall. Baba Miller, another around-the-rim big, goes off the board at 36 to the Clippers here. So we'll see as they try to recreate Ivica Zubac in the aggregate what they do in the front court. Ryan Conwell goes 37th. He ends up with the Miami Heat here after a couple of trades, and he's going to be a guy who they probably rely upon as an off-the-bench scorer here as they kind of gutted their roster to go out there and get Giannis. Braden Smith goes out there and gets drafted by Indiana, I should say. Makes sense. Purdue guy going to Indiana, undersized guard, TJ McConnell clone. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Jack Cahill goes out of Germany to the New York Knicks. They're at 39, and then the Boston Celtics take Dylan Mitchell, 40th overall. Otega Owe goes 41st, eventually gets traded to the Oklahoma City Thunder, so another on-the-ball scorer there. Jacoby Gillespie, the first guard taken by San Antonio in this draft, and the only one, not a big, going to the Spurs out of Tennessee. Tyler Bilodeau out of UCLA, he ends up going to the Brooklyn Nets there. And then Malik Brown, the big man out of Duke, who can kind of stretch the floor a little bit, really good toughness and hustle on him. He also ends up in San Antonio. Emmanuel Sharp ends up going 45th to the Sacramento Kings, followed by Felix Okpara. Tyler Nickel, which the Knicks, they rich get richer there. He's one of the best shooters in the entire draft. Toby Lawal goes to the Mavericks out of Virginia Tech, followed by Bryce Hopkins out of St. John's, the third player taken from the Red Storm in the NBA draft. First time it's ever happened in the modern era. Jaden Bradley, he goes 50th, kind of a Raptors-coded pick out of Arizona there. Isaiah Nelson, athletic, shot blocker, rim runner, rebounder. He goes to 51 to the Orlando Magic. I like that pick for them. And then Henry Vasar was the player we were kind of waiting on for Golden State, but he goes a couple picks before to the Atlanta Hawks after a couple trades there. And then Ugonna Onyenso, he out of Virginia, big-time shot blocker, goes 53rd to the Pistons. There we get Lejeune Jones, 54th overall to the Dubs. And meanwhile, Nick Martinelli, a player I actually predicted would go to the Dubs right before the pick was announced, he goes to the Clippers, followed by Mavericks guy there at 56, and that's where we're at as the time of recording in this video here. But Lejeune Jones, you are a Golden State Warrior, man. Good defensive versatility. He's got the good three-point mechanics. The percentages will rise, and he plays above the rim, too. Elite athlete. I really love watching him play when he was a Bonnie man, and I'm excited to see him be a Warrior. He could get some big-time opportunity early. Grade the pick of Leger Jones to the Golden State Warriors down in the comments section, A, B, C, D, or F. Let me know what your thoughts are for the newest member of Dub Nation. I'm giving this pick, maybe biasly, an A. Yeah, the Warriors needed more help on the wing. Just no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I kind of didn't realize how bleak things were at that spot. I mean, when you're looking at position groups on this team and Hal Horford and Kristaps Porzingis are not the worst position group that you got, then you kind of have some problems with Jimmy Butler and Moses Moody on the sideline here. So he fills in very nicely. Love the 3-and-D ability. A grade for me. That will do it for today's show. Make sure you are subscribed to the channel, youtube.com/WarriorsTV for the latest and greatest on your Dubs all offseason long. We'll see you guys next time. And as always, let's go Dubs. All right. Perfect. Good stuff. Did you put it in production? Cool.
All right, Dub Nation, how we feeling? How we feeling? How are we feeling?
Let's go. I'm actually getting the Leger jersey. I will absolutely get the Leger.
You kind of have
jersey.
to. It kind of sucks that his last name's Jones.
I know.
Because it's so basic.
Yo, it's so lit. Just a pick cut. Shit, I probably should have did grades too in it, but who cares? I sent you the thumbie, right? Yeah. What? Oh, okay.
Did you guys get the short that I said earlier? Did you guys get the Leger short?
Yeah.
It's out. Cool. Bet. Thanks.
You're a
dude.
legend, man.
You guys act like this is my first fucking time.
This is not your first rodeo. I didn't act like that.
No, I was just curious.
Well, there was a little bit of miscommunication on, like, we didn't know who was on Celtics.
Yeah, we didn't update it, and we forgot to tell you guys.
That's okay.
While y'all were ending the video, I had y'all pulled up the whole time, so I didn't miss a beat. I got y'all. We'll get it out as soon as possible.
Thanks,
Dude,
man.
all good.
What's the post game plan? Grades?
Yeah, grades.
Okay. We know sign up. Get stuff ready. We can kind of help.
Yeah, we're gonna sign off shortly here. As soon as 60's announced, we're signing off, and I'm gonna get some stuff ready. We'll assign. Can we assign some like copy help and whatnot out there, like for that stuff?
Yes, I can get somebody on it, but we'll need you to send over grades, like titles and that kind of stuff.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah, just add them into the sheet.
Okay. I don't even know if we're gonna be putting out grades tonight. Is that the plan for most people?
I don't know.
Okay. So I'm gonna talk. Once we sign off, I'm gonna talk with some people, and then we'll get a plan going.
Who is Leger Jones? Leger Jones is a Bonnie.
I just talked about him for 10 minutes.
Trey Kaufman-Renn, 59, your favorite player. You hate him.
Trey Kaufman-Renn sucks.
He's good, dude.
I'm sorry, he's ass. He'll never play in the NBA.
You got drafted? Dude, who did the Mavs draft, bro? Who is that? Vsevolod Ishchenko? What the hell? Guys, how do you pronounce this guy's name? How do you pronounce this guy's name that the Mavs drafted?
Vsevolod Ishchenko.
Vsevolod Ishchenko? Vsevolod Ishchenko? And who is that, man? The Mavs are just dicking around tonight. Taking who knows who. Little horse.
Let's go.
Who is Narcisse Nagoy? Is he a good little Nagoy?
That's.
Nor-
I don't know, man. It probably is Goy. His last name's probably Goy. They usually don't pronounce the N.
All right, we're coming up in the last pick.
All right. Last pick coming up. Oh, wow. Rolly got posted by the Heat. Technically, I'm on the Heat's Twitter account.
Yeah, your profile picture.
That's crazy.
Nick Roloff on the Heat. How many people we still got watching? Got 50 on Celtics. 259 still rocking on Dubs.
Yeah. All real ones.
Shout out to y'all. Shout out to Papa Robbins.
Yeah, shout out to Papa Robbins for making it happen tonight, man.
And pick 60 is in. There it is. Malik Lewis. All right.
That's just. I'm in a Heat jersey on the Heat's Twitter account. That is so bad for me.
Why did you have a Heat jersey on?
Because I was producing his watch party a couple years ago, and he has not changed his profile picture in over 2 years.
Just because you're on it with a Heat jersey.
Yes, that's why he hasn't changed it.
He wants to expose you for being a Heat fan.
I'm not a Heat fan. I actually despise the Heat, borderline as much as the Knicks, but Knicks are definitely more. Folks, it has been fun. It's round 2 of the NBA draft. We're signing off before the pick's going to get announced. Malik Lewis. Celtics and Warriors, their nights are over. Jaylen Brown trade, definitely going to be hot in the streets in terms of the rumor mill in the near future here. But we will see you guys. The NBA draft is concluded. The offseason free agency is less than a week away. So we're going to keep you guys locked in with all the rumors leading up to that. And then, of course, all the moves these two teams make. Hit that subscribe button over at Warriors today. Hit that subscribe button over at Celtics today. Appreciate each and every one of you guys for joining us tonight. We'll see y'all next time with whatever videos I got coming out soon. Draft grades, perhaps, and UDFAs. Without further ado, peace out, y'all. Let's go C's. Let's go Dubs.